Okay, fine.
Carrie? Bill.
No, Gina. Not here.
No.
Filling in for Gina today, Rebecca Dawn Frost.
Yes, that's correct. That's correct.
It's Rebecca Dawn, isn't it?
No.
Yes.
Yes, and yes.
Is it? Do you have a middle name?
Sylvain.
No.
Yes.
Is it really Sylvain?
After the New York Dolls. Sylvain.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, let's make it Dawn.
Please don't steal my identity.
Rebecca Dawn Frost. So she's a relative of Bill Frost, I think.
In some way.
In some way.
Yeah, like
another.
twice removed.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
So Carrie playing this opening song, totally overlooking the fact that it's Ulf Ekberg's birthday today.
Oof.
We could have opened with an Ace of Base song.
Oh, yeah, we could have.
Nah.
No.
Ace of Base.
There's still potty break to go, you know.
What was their song?
I saw the sign. No, that's...
No.
Yeah, that's Ace of Base.
Is that Ace of
What?
Base?
But what was the big hit? Ace of Base. That wasn't
Hang on.
a big hit.
Yeah, I saw the
That
sign.
was pretty big.
It opened up my eyes. I saw the sign.
If do we have Ace of Base even?
Hang on.
We'll go for potty. And it's a
Base freely.
quiet riot birthday today.
Yeah, we did some... The Ace of Base. This was their hit.
Wasn't all that you want is
All that she wants is another baby.
lover.
Another baby.
That's it. That's the one I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
All that you want is
The
another
sign,
baby.
the sign was the big hit, though.
Was it really?
Oh,
Because
yeah.
that's the only one I can think of.
Yeah.
Is this the sign? Because I don't know this one.
This is
for
the
some
sign,
reason.
yeah. It takes a while to get there,
Well, it's not worth it.
fortunately.
And we could have played.
All right, I'm tired.
We could have played Mike Smith's birthday today. He was the drummer for Dave Clark 5.
Yeah, we could have played Dave Clark.
No, we could. Jonathan King's birthday today. He had a big hit song in the 60s called Everyone's Gone to the Moon. It's such a horrible song.
It's not a good band.
No. Well, it was that big wave of, Swedish bands.
Swedish synth bands.
Ace of Base and ABBA, and that was about
They
it.
flooded in.
Yeah, all at the same time.
Yep.
Ace of Base and ABBA.
It's
Randy Rhoads' birthday today.
The flood sounded an awful lot like this. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Hello, we're from Sweden. Randy Rhoads' birthday today.
Yeah, we could have done that.
Quiet Riot.
Yeah.
But you found this.
On this day, Peter Buck, guitarist from REM, birthday,
Oh, it's one other we missed, though.
62.
The drummer for the Pixies.
Oh, well, we got potty break to go. We can play some Pixies in the potty break song.
Okay.
Remind me.
All right.
We'll do that. Was Peter Buck the one? No, he wasn't the one who got the hole drilled in his head. There was a band member of REM that got a hole drilled in their head.
It might have been Peter.
On
Was it Peter
purpose?
Buck?
Yeah.
Yeah, for some sort of medical thing.
What do they call that? They call it
Fenestration?
fenestration, I think. They do it to let the pressure out. It happened to a president of the Mormon Church.
Yeah.
Excuse me, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. So, hi, Gina not here again today. She's still trapped in her bathroom.
I was going to say,
think.
has anyone received any
Have
official
you actually
word
spoken to her?
as to what's wrong with her?
Our producer, Richard Stedman.
I worry that she's just, trapped and cannot get out of her bathroom. Like it's locked or something fell on her.
She threw up several times, but the last time that she threw up was...
You've spoken to her voice.
Yep.
Did she ever check her voicemail yesterday?
No.
Of course not.
She said, "Did you leave a voicemail? Because I didn't check it."
Mm-hmm.
Then why ask?
She threw up a bunch until about 3 a.m. yesterday morning, so Wednesday morning.
So that's why she
So then
wasn't-
she said, "I'm not going to eat anymore because you know what's happening with what I eat. I'm just throwing it right back up again." So when I spoke to her last evening, she had not eaten anything, but had similarly also not thrown up. So I think she's just giving it another day because guess what? We don't need that.
No. Well, hey, we're gonna.
Hopefully she'll be back tomorrow.
All right. Well, we have sitting in for Gina today. Rebecca Ray Frost
I'll be your Gina.
is here. She can be the Gina, holding down that chair over there, doing all the stuff. So we'll officially begin the. Oh no, it's it's not fenestration when they drill a hole in your skull.
What is it?
I just remembered. It's called trepanation. Trepanation.
We were close.
Yeah.
Because you approach it with trepidation.
Yeah. I think that's why they call it
You don't,
trepanation.
yeah, you don't want to do this unless you have to.
Yeah. Okay.
There's a movement. You can go online and you can do it yourself. There was a movement of people who did it to themselves. They would drill holes in their own skulls.
Yes.
How'd that go?
Not well.
Dr. Egon Spangler was a pioneer in that.
Was he?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
So is Jeffrey Dahmer.
That would have worked if you hadn't have stopped me. Bill Berry was the drummer of REM who
Had the trepanation.
the brain thing.
All right, let's officially begin the program in a couple of minutes here. And we will also take your check-ins at 877-602-9696 if you have a mind to do that. And that means you're touching bases with us this morning, letting us know you're out there, letting us know that you want to do a show, you want us to do a show, that is. You call us, 877-602-9696, and tell us, if you would, in 3 words or less, tell us about something that you think is overrated.
Something that is overrated.
Something that is overrated. And again, Radio from Hell works. That's 3 words or less. But something that you think is overrated. 877-602-9696. Check in with the Radio from Hell show. I know something that's not overrated.
Oh, Big O Tires.
Big O Tires, the team you trust. Winter is here, and Big O Tires wants to get you and your family safely on the road with snow tires. So stop into Big O Tires for snow tires starting at just $49.95. Snow tires have different rubber compounds. I didn't know this until they gave us this copy.
Yeah, it was like 2 years ago I learned about how snow tires actually work. I thought it was just the tread.
Yeah, no, it's the rubber compound reacts differently to cold temperatures. It doesn't harden up. The rubber stays soft. That way it grips the road better. And Big O, they're tire nerds and they're vulcanized rubber nerds. They know all about that. So snow tires starting at just $49.95 at Big O Tires. And they are the guys that will give you no credit needed financing so that you can get those tires you need and keep your family safe. They have financing tailored to you. And they do all kinds of other things for your car at Big O Tires too, brakes, batteries, all of that stuff. So 40 locations from Logan to Richfield, locally owned and operated. BigOTires.com to find a location near you. Radio from Hale wants to keep you warm.
There are many.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Radio from Hell radio players.
Sex. Boom. There, I said it.
You did it. Good for you. I love how you snicker and can't say that word with a straight face.
I didn't snicker. All I'm saying is our relationship expert is in the studio. And I made a breakthrough. Didn't I?
What was it?
I said sex over the public airwaves.
Oh, by the way, I did get your email with all your questions. We're going to go through them one by one tonight.
All right. Thanks for throwing me under the bus.
It's all good, brother. Big Daddy's here.
The birds and the bees. It's a conversation that is a famous in culture.
Oh yeah, critical.
What actual percentage would you say from your experience as a relationship coach, what percentage of families actually have this conversation with their kids?
You know, my gut would tell me 35%.
Really? See, I would have put it somewhere around like 5, 10.
Well, I don't know, you think, but I don't know that they do a great job about it.
You know there's things we don't talk about, kids.
Right.
One of them is the birds and the bees.
I think we're getting to a day and age when more and more of it is happening. There are some great statistics about, teenage sex and things like that. And, those numbers are dropping, not doing it as much as they used to, amazingly.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that nationwide or just in Utah?
Nationwide.
Okay.
And, in fact, I'm looking for those as we're talking. I think what we're starting to see is, for example, younger adolescents, so younger than 15 years of age, are delaying sexual intercourse by a great number. In fact, here's some examples, some other statistics. Ages 12 to 19-year-olds report parents are their greatest influence regarding sexual decision-making and values.
Okay.
37% say their parents were the most important key as opposed to their friends, 33%, siblings, 5%, and the media. So parents, it's a critical thing that you talk to your kids. 94% of adolescents and 91% of, it's 94% of adolescents and 91% of parents believe that adolescents should be advised that they should not have sex before completing high school.
You know, that's interesting because, well, for the most part, well, not the most part, but a lot of parents believe
Yeah.
that their kids aren't going to listen to them.
Oh, yeah. No.
They don't have the kind of influence over their teenagers that they wish they had. But what you're saying is...
They expect it.
So, yeah, parents, step up. I think Utah, I believe we do have a bit of stigma around this topic. Sometimes we don't want to go there. Sometimes we think it's opening up a can of worms, but I think it's completely your responsibility. And, you would let your kid go and do something dangerous, without some advice, some information.
Like rock climbing or...
Like rock climbing, right. You'd make sure they knew what was going on. You'd make sure that they...
Or driving.
Uh-huh, right.
What the hell was that?
That was the Radio from Hell radio players.
What? How long was that?
Too long.
How long was that?
4 minutes.
What did they say?
And that was cut off.
And I still don't know what they said.
I have no idea what they were
There
talking
was
about.
more of it.
Call 877-602-9696 or text us at 33986. Message and data rates apply.
All right, this is the part of the program where we officially begin the Radio from Hell show, and our a lovely guest host today, Rebecca Frost, will sponsor that part of the program. Rebecca.
Opening the show brought to you by Lucky's Auto Credit, where $77 in a job gets you a car, 2 locations in Salt Lake City and Ogden. For program details or to apply online, visit luckysautocredit.com.
The moon, just not much to speak of there. Yeah, 0.7% of, I don't even think you could see it, that much of it. It's just,
I didn't even bother looking.
no, why? Just ignore it. It'll be a full moon on December 22nd. The moon rise today, 6:48 a.m., today being Thursday. It's the 6th day of December in the year of our Lord 2018. And this is North America's most overrated radio broadcast. It's the Radio from Hell show, starring the Lords of Morning Radio, Kerry Jackson, Bill Allred, and Gina Barberi. The senior executive producer of the Radio from Hell show is Richard Stedman. Dylan Allred, no relation to me, is doing video for the show that you can see at x96.com/live. Cynthia is helping with the show today, and Rebecca Sylvain Frost is... That's what a great middle name, is helping out, filling in for Gina Barberi today. Now, check-ins for the Radio from Hell show, 877-602-9696. That is that check-in number. You're calling in to check in with us to let us know whether we should work today, and you're telling us in 3 words or less something that you feel is overrated. And check-ins are also sponsored by
the Downtown Farmers Market, and they present the Winter Market Saturdays from 10 to 2 at the Rio Grande Depot. Shop fresh local goods from local purveyors, and more details at slcfarmersmarket.org.
And it doesn't say anything here. We didn't have a prize today. Prize for check-in?
No prize for check-ins?
Today.
Okay.
So just you're just calling to be part of the show and encourage us and be a part of it. So if you're doing it, you're doing it. 877-602-9696. Like Jason.
In 3 words, what is the most overrated?
Something that you think is overrated.
All right. I thought people would be piling on this one.
Yeah, now, of course, Radio from Hell, of course, works for that.
Yes.
But Jason? How are you, Jason?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Well, we're hanging in, Jason. Thanks for checking in. And that makes us know that you're out there. You want the show to go on. You want to be a part of things. So 3 words or less, something you think is overrated.
I'm going to have to say New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve.
I kind of agree with you. What is overrated about it for you, Jason?
I just feel like everybody makes a big deal out of it, and we get all dressed up, go downtown, or go to a friend's house, and it just kind of never pans out to be like the best night of the year. So
yeah, it often turns out to be. It often turns out to be pretty horrible, doesn't it? The New Year's Eve.
Definitely.
Well, and it's also amateur drinker night.
Yeah.
Where we professionals resent the rest of you.
Yeah, I stay home. I think I am always at home on New Year's Eve. How about you, Jason?
And are you even open at midnight, or?
I usually stay up to midnight, but.
And if I want to throw a party, I'll throw a party. I don't need an excuse like New Year's Eve or whatever. I'll throw a party if I want to throw a party.
We usually have family over, and we play. I'm not much of a game player. I don't like to play board games, but I will play board games on New Year's Eve. So we usually have family over and play games, and then we go out and try to burn down the neighborhood with Chinese lanterns.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we do.
All right.
Thanks for checking in, Jason.
All right.
Appreciate it. Take care.
Let's go to, is it Micah?
Hi, Micah.
Micah.
Good morning.
Oh, so this isn't the Micah that's been in prison, is it?
No. This is not the prison, Micah.
Yeah, it never is.
Well, you need to say that when you call to check in. Your line should be "not prison Micah." That's your new nickname.
Ooh, I like that.
All right.
That's a good tagline.
All right, Micah. 3 words or less. What's overrated?
Robin Hood remakes.
Yeah, I guess that. And this was the second one.
There's like 3 of them coming out.
There's
these new ones.
There's way too many.
Well, there's been a bunch of Robin Hood movies.
Sure. I mean, I like the really old one with Basil Rathbone and Douglas Fairbanks and Basil Rathbone. And
there's an even older one with Errol Flynn, which is really good.
Oh yeah, Errol Flynn.
We saw the one in theaters and we didn't like it at all.
Well,
but then we went back and watched the one on Netflix and we loved it with Kevin Costner. So
really. Even though his accent comes and goes, it didn't bother you?
Well, it was so much better than the one in theaters that it was actually enjoyable.
Go back and watch the Disney one.
There was one. There was one that they made for TV that was a series. Remember that? That was a comedy.
Oh, you mean when things were rotten?
When things were
It was
rotten.
Mel Brooks.
Yeah, Mel Brooks.
Yeah.
Was kind of okay. It was kind of funny.
Eh.
But, you know.
All right, Micah.
All right, Micah. Thanks. See ya.
Thank you, guys.
All right, texting 3 words or less. All franchised restaurants.
Can you think of a restaurant that you like that's a franchise?
That's a franchise.
Yeah.
They're all okay.
They're mostly okay.
Never had a meal that's like exceptional.
Yeah.
I mean, they are franchises and they're all over the place for a reason. You know what you're going to get.
Yeah.
And you feel safe going there.
If Jimmy were here, he'd say Popeye's chicken.
Somebody in the other room says Port-O Subs, and I have no idea
Is
what
that a franchise?
It is a franchise.
A small franchise that's really good.
Let's see. Teacher Emily, pho soup.
What?
I don't get it. Oh, well, you haven't had
Good
it's,
pho.
It's that old saying is that you haven't had
Yeah.
good yet, and that's
Yeah.
why you don't
I
understand.
want to
it.
know how many gallons of pho go wasted every year.
I know, right? Sleeping in is overrated. Bull. You lie, sir. Let's see. Carry the coordinator. Waking up early is overrated. Yeah,
I would
well,
agree.
Who says it's great
Yeah.
waking up early?
I've done it for years, and I can't stand it.
Exactly. Tim the Tree Guy checking in. What is overrated? My opinion.
Chase is on line 1. Let's see what he has to say. In 3 words or less, Chase, what would you say is overrated?
November Christmas decorations.
November Christmas decorations.
You shouldn't do it, huh?
No, I
All
think
right.
it's just complete store revenue trying to get more money for Christmas. It's ridiculous. It's just if Thanksgiving celebration doesn't exist.
All right, so you should start only December 1st or just the day after
I
Thanksgiving?
believe so.
All right. All right, Chase, thank you.
All right. Thank you, Chase. Let's see. People are overrated.
Some
Ah,
some are indeed overrated.
Bacon. Oh.
Bacon is overrated?
Who
Who would say that?
An anonymous texter, that's who.
Well, you haven't had my bacon.
Exactly.
show your face.
All right.
Traffic brought to you by Octapharma Plasma. Make money by making a difference. Donate today at 5414 South 900 East in Salt Lake. Traffic today, there's an incident eastbound on the I-80, eastbound I-80 at milepost 128, which is east of Foothill Drive. The right lane is blocked. They can estimate to clear that not for a while, not until around 7:45. But everywhere else, it's looking pretty good.
You know what's not overrated? Everest Collision Repair.
They are the best.
They are terrific. If your car is wrecked, they can fix it most of the time and make it look great. Everest Collision Repair. They're also helping fight hunger this year. If you donate non-perishable food when you bring your vehicle into Everest Collision Repair, they will pay up to $200 of your deductible, your
That's
insurance
great.
deductible. So Everest Collision Repair, they will help minimize the stress of an accident by dealing with the insurance company, the car rental, the repairs, all of that stuff. Locally owned and operated, Jamie Cox and his team, terrific at Salt Lake, Sandy, Tooele, Ogden. I always go to the downtown store. Yvette runs that now, and she cracks the whip down there. Yvette runs that store. Everest Collision will help you save time and money and stress. Just download the Everest Collision app on iTunes or Google and upload your info if you've been in a crash, and they'll take it from there. They really want to keep your needs on top, as Sean Hogan always used to say and still does. So 4 locations. Go to everestcollisionrepair.com. You'll find out where they are. Salt Lake, Sandy, Tooele, and Ogden, Everest Collision Repair.
When Carrie, Bill, and Gina run out of things to bitch about, we give you a 1-hour nonstop music wingding at 10 a.m. on X96.
Feeling the holiday spirit this season, Pibbs Exchange and Sugar House has a huge selection of men's and women's Christmas sweaters, Santa suits, and sexy Santa costumes. Pibbs Exchange, 1147 East Ashton Avenue, across the street from the Sugar House Liquor Store.
North Pole Hotline, Mrs. Claus here.
Help. I'm losing sleep over what to get everyone on my...
Let's join Carrie and Bill at the Acme Broadcasting Company party at Rockport Reservoir.
What a nice day for a company party, huh?
Oh, God, yes. I mean, it's just beautiful up here. And you know, we deserve this, don't we?
I think that everybody on the staff deserves a nice party like this. I mean, we've all worked so hard to get this station to show in the ratings.
Yeah. Showing up in the top 35 stations ain't that easy either.
Nope.
Hey, look at everybody down there on the beach by the picnic table. You know, we ought to hike down there.
No, we can get a much better shot at all of them with our paintball guns from up here.
Huh.
Now look at Mario there. I'll bet you I can knock that beer right out of his hand.
Good shot. hey, they can't see us up here, can they?
Well, apparently not. Hey, listen, see if you can splatter the side of Bessie with a volley of that green paint you got.
Righto. Just about spelled my name. Hey, they're all starting to scatter and take cover now. What a great party. Hey, see if you can hit Sunny before she makes it to that tree.
Okay. Oh, damn, I missed her. You know, she's so thin, there's not much of a target there. Hey, what's Ed Acme doing?
Well, it looks like he's pushed over the picnic table and he's using it as a barrier. Get out your binoculars.
Got him. Oh, my God. That's a 30-30 he's pulling out of his knapsack. Oh! And it looks like he's got a bead on us, too. That was too close.
Godfrey! Jeez, everybody else seems to be packing heat, too. Look at that. Mario's gunning back at us with some kind of flare gun.
Whoa!
Gee!
All right, Sonny thinks she's going to hit us clear up here with that little pistol of hers.
Oh!
Oh, but Acme's really got us pinned down with that thing.
Well, then I guess it's a good thing I brought this to the company party, isn't it?
Oh, an Uzi.
Yeah.
Bill, you the man. Oh, God, what a great party.
From hell on Utah's original alternative X96.
All right, 6:33. We got Geek News coming up. Beat Gina coming up at 7 o'clock, but it'll be Beat Rebecca this time, I guess.
It's really hard, Rebecca. It's hard. It's a hard game to play.
Ooh.
It's trivia.
What's a trivia?
Oh, man.
And multiple choice trivia. So
It's about a band I don't know if you're familiar with, you being a young person. It's the Rolling Stones. Have you ever heard of them?
Oh, you mean the shirt that I'm wearing? I thought it was a brand.
Yeah, no, that is a band.
it was a
Rolling Stones World Tour. That tongue is not. It's not a dental thing. It's a.
All right. We got all that coming up. But first, big boy news and Opinioendo brought to you by.
Get a head start on your holiday shopping with store-wide deals at your local IFA. IFA Country Stores, helping to grow the things you love.
Well, they laid George H.W. Herbert Walker, that is, 41 they called him, to rest yesterday. Well, no, they didn't lay him to rest. They had the funeral. He's lying in state today in Texas.
He's in repose.
In Texas.
Yes.
And then they'll bury him at his presidential library.
In something college, Texas.
Station College.
Station College.
Station College, Texas, where the Bush presidential library is. And it was kind of the whole funeral and the whole dynamics of that ceremony at the National Cathedral in Washington yesterday was pretty bizarre. It was interesting to note that the day he died, his son George, who was the 43rd president, I think, he received the word, he talked to his dad on the phone, and then his father died shortly thereafter. Jeb Bush, the other son, who had been the governor of Florida and who ran for president briefly when Trump was running and then dropped out of the race, he was asleep when the phone calls came about.
Jeb was?
Yeah, Jeb was asleep.
Well, he's very low energy.
He is, but you know what he does when he goes to sleep? He turns off everything.
Me too.
He does not allow anything in to disturb his sleep, so he was unreachable. Most people, I don't.
I do the same thing. Even when my father was alive, I
and been very ill.
And I even said to him, I said, "I love you, Dad, but
my phone will be off."
And he even said, "Look, if I die during the night, there's nothing you can do."
Right. I guess my stuff is off too, but there are other people in the house that would wake me up. No, that's when my son little Bill T-boned the car and totaled it a couple of months ago. I didn't know about it until the next morning, until the next day when I woke up. My wife didn't wake me up. She got up and went and dealt with it and didn't wake me up. So George and the scene in the cathedral, the National Cathedral, was pretty interesting with the Trumps and the Obamas and the Clintons and the Bushes all there. Did you see the little moment when George W. Bush sneaked Michelle Obama a cough drop? It was pretty funny.
That's his move. That's his signature move.
He apparently had done it before.
He has candies in his pocket.
At the inauguration of this year, he gave her a cough drop, and she said, he just slipped it into my hand, and it was an old cough drop. You could tell that had been in his pocket for a long time. And he did it again at the ceremony. And I saw a video of it, and you could see he did put something into her hand.
For a war criminal, he's such a scamp.
Fun fact: same cough drop.
Bush can be seen digging an item out of his left pocket as he approached the pew at the National Cathedral, where President Trump and First Lady Melania, as well as 3 former Democratic presidents and first ladies, were seated. I happened to be in the car when George Bush gave the final eulogy for his father, and it was a very nicely written eulogy and well delivered, and it was touching. I ended up driving and listening to the whole thing, and it was a very touching, and it was humorous. There were jokes in it, and it was well done and very nicely delivered. And it was also interesting as I read back over the coverage of it today. Really, no one spoke to Trump at all.
Yeah.
They did not speak to him. Michelle Obama shook his hand because she was the closest to the two of them, to Michelle or to Melania and Donald. She was kind of forced into it. The rest of them pretty much didn't. And
there was some point in I think it was the national anthem, where they all had their hands over their heart. But not Trump.
Not Donald.
So you tell me, which is worse, kneeling
during the
national anthem, or the president not putting his hand on his
heart? You could see everyone in the National Cathedral had their hands over their hearts, except the President of the United States.
Well, he sings along. Have you seen the video of him singing along?
Yeah. It's also interesting to note that during the liturgy, there's a whole, and this is in the Episcopal Church, and I don't know that much about it, but they give everybody a script.
Oh.
And so the priest or whatever he is, he reads something, and then you're supposed to read along with him. And everybody was doing that, but not Donald and Melania. You can see everybody reading along, not them. They didn't do it.
But the evangelicals love him.
Yeah.
God gave him to us.
Students at Brigham Young University said many of them were struggling Monday with a tragedy. I just didn't get around to mentioning this news story on Monday, but a female student attempted suicide in the Tanner building on campus at BYU. Jumped from above and jumped down off of a balcony.
It's like 4 floors.
Yeah, on the inside of the building.
Oh my gosh.
We felt students needed something positive when they walked into the space to be able to come back to school and come back to classes, said Emily Buchers, project organizer. Several of them came up with a memorial wall encouraging students to spread positive messages. They also handed out flowers, inviting students to share the love with someone who may need it. I really just wanted to make sure that I had done my part to help people and to be able to really feel the tragedy, because it really is. It's just a tragedy, said a BYU senior, Kelsey Fackrell. One student felt it helped provide a much-needed break from the stress of school. College students are under a lot of pressure, and down at BYU, they say there is even more pressure than maybe at an average school.
Well, yeah.
There's a lot of pressure. And they're saying that BYU's counseling center is understaffed. There's a lot of criticism of the counseling center down there. They say it's understaffed and overbooked, and it has been for months. A lot of people try to get in, and there are no spaces. There's no spots for They apply for counseling. They need counseling. They want counseling, and they can't get in. There's a backlog of people who need help. I think there's definitely a problem here, said Jacob Payne, a freshman at BYU. I think the problem is BYU just doesn't allocate enough resources to student counseling. One student...
Richie says that sometimes you have to wait up to a month to see a counselor.
One student who wanted to remain anonymous posted a letter on the door of the Counseling and Psychological Services Center on Tuesday morning detailing long-standing struggles with the program. I have a therapist on campus. He is wonderful and well qualified, but I only get to see him once a month because he has too many clients to see in 1 week. We are made into a number to be shuffled through the counseling center so that the university can say that they're helping. But for those of us who are in there in desperate need of psychological care, we're lost in the masses of students who struggle. Well, the Rocky Anderson has done it.
What?
He's filed a lawsuit in the marijuana case.
It begins.
Yeah. Medical cannabis advocates outraged by Monday's passage of Proposition 2 replacement law are suing the state of Utah, accusing the Utah legislature of abridging the rights of voters in an effort to appease the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. You know, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, yeah. The complaint, not yet filed, but released Wednesday by attorney and former Salt Lake Mayor Rocky Anderson, seeks to overturn the Utah Medical Cannabis Act, the proposal pitched as a compromise between supporters and opponents of the ballot initiative. The heads of the Epilepsy Association of Utah and Together for Responsible Use and Cannabis Education, TRUCE, say that the act violates the state's constitution's provision for ballot initiatives by sweeping aside the cannabis plan approved by voters, as well as amounting to the unconstitutional domination of the state and interference with the state's functions by the church. The Cannabis Act took shape in meetings between officials, Prop 2 opponents, including the church and Utah Medical Association, and the group that sponsored the ballot initiative. In direct contravention of the expressed will of the people, the legislature, and at the behest of the church, and as a result of the church's domination and interference. The lawsuit notes that Governor Gary Herbert, who called the special session of the legislature a mere 2 days after the effective date of the initiative statute, is a member of the LDS Church, as are almost everybody in the legislature. Now it begins, and
every time the legislature is told that the stuff they're doing is going to be met with many, many lawsuits, they're just so arrogant. They just move forward and do it anyway.
Well, we'll see. Michigan, the state of Michigan, has officially legalized marijuana for recreational use. The new measure will take effect on Thursday, today. People aged 21 and older in the state now can legally possess and use cannabis for recreational purposes. Michigan voters approved the initiative in November with 56% of the vote. Michigan's proposal 1 will allow for the possession and transportation of up to 2.5 ounces of marijuana, including of up to 15 grams of marijuana concentrate, and the possession of up to 10 ounces in a non-public place. That is your home. Yay! Residents can also grow up to 12 plants at home.
12?
Although those plants cannot be visible from a public place. Like if they see them growing in your front window, they're not going to like that. The new law strictly prohibits the public consumption of cannabis. You can't do it, so you can't toke up in the public park or something like that. And driving under the influence is also illegal. Although the measure calls for state policymakers to begin developing some rules and regulations to guide the creation of Michigan's recreational marijuana industry, officials say retail stores aren't likely to open until 2020. So right now you can possess it, but there's no place you can buy it. So if you get it other places, if you have it, you're not breaking the law.
The state needs to get in on that. Get that tax money.
Well, they are. You can bet the legislature is now scrambling to find ways to do that. So there you go with that. Let's see. The Golden Globe nominations are out. And you want to hear a few of them?
Sure.
Best Animated Picture. The nominees are The Incredibles 2.
Yes.
Isle of Dogs. Mirai, which I just saw with my daughter the other day.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's good. It's my daughter, she's 14 and she likes anime. She's a damn good film critic.
Really?
Yeah. She said, it's pretty good, Dad, but this is where it didn't work. The animation is different in this section and it doesn't work because it has a different tone. And I'm going, oh yeah, you're right. That's she's just really spot on. Ralph Breaks the Internet and Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
All good.
Yeah. I don't know Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. I mean, I don't know what that's like.
It's being called the best Spider-Man movie ever.
Oh, I've heard you. Yeah, I've heard you talk about that.
Yeah.
Let's see. The original best TV musical or comedy. Barry.
We like that.
Very good. The Good Place. Very good.
Also very good.
Kidding. Excellent. Good. The Kaminsky Method, which
I watched.
You liked.
Which I thought was just okay.
And The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel.
Which I've not seen.
Now, I've seen 4 of those, and all 4 of them are great. Mm-hmm. Best Actress in a Musical or Comedy. Kristen Bell, Good Place, Candice Bergen, Murphy Brown, Ellison Brie, Glow, Rachel Brosnahan, The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, and Deborah Messing, Will and Grace. I would bet it's going to be Rachel Brosnahan for
The
Marvelous Mrs. Maisel because she's just excellent. And she's getting she's kind of unknown, and she's getting a lot of...
All right.
There's more. We'll do some more later on.
Sports, weather, traffic.
Weather brought to you by Stretch the Truth Trump. Everyone needs this Trump version of Stretch Armstrong in their holiday stocking this season. A humorous holiday gift where smiles are in order. A portion of the proceeds to benefit the Homeless Veterans Fellowship. StretchTheTruth.com/X96. Weather, it is currently... Oh my God, where is the weather?
It's cold.
Outside.
It's
outside.
27 degrees outside and it's cloudy. Bundle up. Oh, nope, now it's 26 degrees. Traffic. Not much change since last I spoke to you about the traffic. There's still that crash eastbound I-80 at milepost 128. And then also another crash eastbound on SR 201 at milepost 3, east of the 202 junction. Both estimated to be cleared in the 7 o'clock hour. Sports. XFL's coming back, and they've announced 8 teams, cities, and stadiums for its return in 2020. So if you remember XFL...
Oh, that was the...
Extreme Football League.
Well, Donald Trump got in on that, and then it folded, right?
It was WWE guy.
And then Trump got in on it. Mm-hmm. It was, the wrestling guy, and then... Mm-hmm. And then Trump bought a piece of it, and then I think it folded.
Well, he has that effect.
Mm-hmm. Anything else?
Just that it's coming back?
Just that it's coming back in the big cities like Dallas, Houston, Los Angeles, New York, Seattle, St. Louis, and Tampa, Washington, D.C.
I predict it will be as successful this time as it was the last time. In other words, not. That's it?
Yeah, and Alex Rodriguez doesn't really care, or he got toasted junk after he did not get traded to the Red Sox.
All right. Good enough. Geek News brought to you by...
Geek News brought to you by Cabin Fever. Cabin Fever wishes you the happiest of the holiday season, from retro games and puzzles to books, gift wrap, and greeting cards. Located inside of Charlie Square at the corner of 500 South and 700 East, it's Cabin Fever. So much more than a card store.
Oh, Steph says Trump was USFL.
Oh, that's right. Thank you, Steph.
But they both failed anyway, so all right. Okay. I've had quite enough of Geek Internet, Geek Twitter.
What have they done to you now?
Clamoring for this Avengers 4 trailer.
Oh.
There has been no official word when it will be announced.
Okay.
The new rumor is tomorrow morning.
Yeah, see, that's the new rumor. See? And I just say, you know when it'll be there?
When it's there?
When it's there. That's when. And you'll see it when it's there.
Yeah.
In the meantime, let's enjoy what we have.
I still firmly believe that Marvel's not going to do any marketing for Avengers.
Well, here's the thing. Why would they, release this wonderful Captain Marvel trailer earlier this week and then undermine it by releasing an Avengers 4 trailer in the same week? That's just not good marketing. No.
So, Skrulls are the bad guys.
Go back and watch that Captain Marvel trailer. It's the second version of it. It's mostly new footage.
And you're a Kree, a race of noble warriors.
Heroes. Noble warrior heroes.
And we're lucky to have the world's biggest Captain Marvel fan here in the studio today.
Yes, hello.
Rebecca
I'm
Frost.
here.
And so I'll ask you.
Life began the day it nearly ended.
What do you think?
Found you. With no
I like it. I think the first teaser really tried to kind of undersell Captain Marvel's powers, but this new trailer really highlights, I think, her potential as well as her comic book representation as well, because it looks exactly like how she looks in the comics.
Memories.
Well, Kevin Feige says that she is the most powerful hero in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
She has the power of a white star.
Yeah.
Well, how could that be? She's a woman.
I know.
See?
God.
I know, it's unfathomable.
I just...
Yes.
But it looks great. Sam Jackson is playing Nick Fury again.
Coulson's there.
Yep.
With a full head of hair.
Full head of hair, yeah.
Doesn't that look... I haven't watched the trailer yet. Does he look weird with hair?
Coulson?
He looks like Morrissey.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
You've come a long way.
But yeah, it just looks great. So don't be obsessed with this Avengers 4 trailer.
And also, don't say move over Wonder Woman, because women can exist in the same community.
Yeah, that was a headline. Move over Wonder Woman. Here comes Captain Marvel.
That's dumb.
But you get to see exactly what you wanted to see, which is her flying and shooting things and
a cat
and a kitty.
She has a cat?
Yeah, he's like a big deal. Sorry, Goose.
What's your
Her name is
name?
Goose. She's an alien.
What's the kitty's name?
Goose.
Now people are upset about that, and I'm like, okay, look.
So in the comic books, the cat's name is Chewie because Carol Danvers is a big Star Wars fan, but because Marvel and Disney is all in the same umbrella, you can't sell merchandise of a cat named Chewie.
Okay.
So they renamed him Goose after Top Gun.
See?
Like
because
that.
she's an Air Force pilot.
Sure.
So
Why
Top
not?
Gun works.
How
Goose.
come she's only a captain, though? Why isn't she like General Marvel?
Well, she went from a Ms., so...
Yeah, she was Ms. Marvel.
You can only upgrade so far.
So captain's better.
And she went from this really
skimpy,
revealing kind of outfit to this armor that she wears
in the comic book, she wore a skimpy...
Yeah. That was
a sash that does nothing.
Yeah, just a sash around her waist for some reason. Although it was a good run of the comic, I have to say. I read all that. Here's another trailer for you to look at.
Okay.
The BBC has produced another version of Watership Down. You remember?
Yeah.
The rabbits.
Yeah, they're kind of nasty
You have to
rabbits.
believe me.
Mean.
Something will come to this place. We can leave now, or we can be destroyed with it. Good heavens. I mean, good gracious. I mean, we're in.
It's got an all-star voice cast.
All the world will be your enemy. And when they catch you, they will kill you.
Yeah.
But first, they must catch you.
Everyone run! So it's let's see, we've got James McAvoy, we got Nicholas Hoult, we got John Boyega, Peter Capaldi, Rosamund Pike, Taron Egerton, Ben Kingsley, Gemma Arterton, Tom Wilkinson. I mean, the cast is huge.
You will find the outsiders, and when you do, we will destroy their water and leave no trace of them.
Watch this or read this book. Why do I care about these bunnies?
It's not feel-good bunnies.
No, it's not. It's murderous and getting murdered bunnies, and bunnies trying to get from one place to another and encountering all kinds of terrifying things.
It's
in the
social
wild.
commentary,
And this
Rebecca.
is a children's book?
It's social commentary.
Yeah. Kind
It's
of.
not a children's
But it's on the BBC, BBC One from December 22nd, 23rd. It'll be released in Netflix December 23rd. That's when you'll be able to see it.
Okay.
So that's something that you can watch with your family over the Christmas holidays.
Yeah. Okay. It's a feel-good movie.
Some nice, fun, light, stuff to
not
watch
really.
over the Christmas holidays.
You can
And
watch it and then Black Mirror.
Exactly. And then finally, they have announced that they do have a director for the G.I. Joe spin-off movie Snake Eyes, Robert Schwentke. He has directed some of the Divergent movies. He's also directed Flight Plan, R.I.P.D., and a bunch of stuff. He will be directing Snake Eyes, the G.I. Joe character who you never see his face and he does not speak. So that should be a great movie. I don't know. Yeah. We'll see. And I didn't have time to get to the Deadpool poster, Richie, but thank you for that. I think it's just a coincidence myself, but we'll get to it coming up. Traffic.
Traffic brought to you by Big O Tires. They want you to be safe on the roads this season, so stop in for new snow tires starting at just $49.95 each. Big O Tires, the team you trust. Traffic. Let's see. There is still that incident on I-80 at milepost 128. Still estimated to be cleared around 7:45, and estimated to be cleared around 7:30 is the crash eastbound on SR 201 at milepost 3 east of SR 202.
All right, thank you. Time to call in to beat Gina, or in this case, beat Rebecca. 877-602-9696. It's Rolling Stones trivia. It's multiple choice, so it's not
Come
real,
at me.
It's not real hard.
I'm ready.
And what's the prize for it?
The prize is, you've got it over there.
I do. It's the Redux Nutcracker at Kingsbury Hall, December 12th through the 22nd. You can purchase your tickets now at odysseydance.com or at the Kingsbury Hall box office. If you listen every day this week to Radio from Hell for your chance to win a pair of tickets, get all the details and find out how to win at x96.com.
Well, this is your chance to win those tickets if you beat Rebecca at Rolling Stones trivia. My guess is you've got a good chance. 877-602-9696. Yeah, just call in. And we're not even requiring... Are we requiring a prize?
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
You should have to give Rebecca a prize if you lose.
I demand a prize.
All right.
Yeah.
If you lose, you have to be able to give her a prize. So tell us what that prize is. 877-602-9696.
Yeah. It's. She's a fill-in host. She should be able to get a prize too. So, what prize will you give Rebecca if you lose to her at Rolling Stones trivia? It's Beat Rebecca today.
Beat Rebecca. Grove.co is the website that you go to for all of your holiday-scented cleaning needs. They specialize, of course, in stuff that's better for the environment. Ingredients that you know when you read the ingredients on your products. Instead of some sort of strange chemicals, they try to keep all that stuff out.
Stuff that won't hurt you or your family.
Exactly. And new customers will get the holiday set when you place your first order of $20 or more. First of all, you select your favorite holiday scents, Iowa pine, peppermint, or my favorite, orange clove. And you'll, again, place your first order of $20. You'll get the free Mrs. Meyer's holiday hand soap, holiday dish soap, and holiday multi-surface spray. That's very good stuff. We use that. You'll also get a Grove Collaborative Red Cleaning Caddy and a Walnut Scrubber Sponges as well. Plus, if you spend $39, you'll also receive a free Grove Stoneware tray to display your new holiday soaps. It's great stuff, and it smells wonderful. Shop Grove for this exclusive, before this holiday offer runs out. The stuff's going to be gone very soon. For a limited time, our listeners who sign up get an amazing free Mrs. Meyer's holiday products, the free 60-day VIP membership, and a surprise bonus gift when you sign up and place your order of $20 or more. So check out Grove and our special offer at grove.co/x96. You got to do that /x96 so that you make sure you get that deal and that we get the credit. Thank you. That's grove.co, not com, /x96.
Here at X96. Hell on X96. Follow us on Twitter at Radio from Hell.
Now, we're still waiting for another call to come in to play Beat Gina, but Gina isn't here today. Rebecca is filling in for Gina. It's kind of a hard game so maybe we should just give her an idea of how.
Okay, if Gina can do it, I think I can have it.
Well, I'll pretend to be a caller. We'll just show. So let's say I'll pretend to be a caller. We'll show her how it works.
Okay, take me there. I'm closing my eyes.
Okay, so I'll pretend to be a caller playing against you. So I'll pretend to be Bill. Caller Bill. I'm a contestant. Okay. So let's pretend I won the toss and I get to go first. So ask me a question, and then I'll see.
So you want me to use one of these questions?
Yeah. Do you have a spare?
Well,
no spares.
Okay.
Okay. Ask me a question. See if I can get it. Okay.
So the deal is that you won the toss.
Yeah, I won the toss, so I get to go first.
And he's not Bill.
I'm
Bill.
I'm pretending to be a caller.
He's Bill with 3 L's.
Yeah.
Bill.
So he gets to go first because he won the toss.
Right.
This is his question. You can't answer the question.
And it's trivia?
Yeah.
It's trivia.
But you get to steal if I get it wrong.
If he gets it wrong, then I'll ask you the same question. You can steal the point away. Okay. So, what song did the Rolling Stones first top the? With what song did the Rolling Stones first top the American charts?
Who?
No, the Rolling Stones.
Do I answer now?
I haven't given you the multiple choices.
Oh, it's multiple choice? Oh, okay.
Is it A, I Want to Be Your Man?
Yes. What?
Incorrect.
Huh?
Rebecca?
What? I don't.
Is it A, I Want to Be Your Man, B, I Can't Get No Satisfaction, or C, The Last Time?
I'm going to say B.
That is correct.
So
I think she's got this.
Oh.
So, Johnny, step in.
It's time to play Beat Gina, the game that everybody wants to play. But filling in for Gina this time is Rebecca Sylvain Frost. Yes, it's Beat Rebecca Sylvain Frost. And today, one lucky caller will win Redux Nutcracker tickets. Yes, X96 welcomes Redux Nutcracker to Kingsbury Hall December 12th through the 22nd. Purchase your tickets now at odysseydance.com or Kingsbury Hall box office. Listen every day this week to Radio from Hell for your chance to win a pair of tickets to Redux Nutcracker. Get all the details and find out how to win at x96.com. All right, Carrie, it's you.
Let's go. Pick a contestant here, Rebecca. Line 1 is offering you, if you beat them at trivia, a hearty handshake and a T-shirt.
Okay.
Line 3 is offering you a $50 donation in your name to the road home.
Oh, you're putting me in a tough spot. I'm going to look like a jerk if I don't pick that one. Okay, I guess. Let's, line 3.
All right, we'll go with the contestant on line 3. This is Carrie you'll be playing against.
And not this Carrie.
No, not me. Carrie, hello, are you there?
Yes, I am.
All right, so let's get out the coin toss app and decide who goes first. It gives you the advantage in the game if you go first. Carrie, call it heads or tails?
Heads.
Heads? All right, let's see what we got. It is tails. Rebecca goes first. Sorry, Carrie.
Yeah.
All right.
As I understand it, that's an advantage.
Here we go. First question for Rebecca. If Rebecca gets it wrong, Carrie gets a chance to steal your point away. Vice versa. We'll go back and forth until somebody hits 3 points and wins.
All these similar names are throwing me off.
I know. Rebecca, how did Mick Jagger and Keith Richards meet? Was it A, Mick hosted a house party, B, they sat next to each other on a train, or C, they were elementary school classmates?
C.
That is correct. Wow.
It's 1 point for Rebecca. Carrie has a chance to tie the game.
Carrie, how did Brian Jones, the original Rolling Stones guitarist, he died from what freak accident in 1969? How did he die? Was it A, a drug overdose while driving resulting in a car crash, B, drowning in his own swimming pool, or C, plane crash after bad weather?
I'm going to go with A.
Drug overdose while driving resulting in a car crash? Incorrect. Rebecca, steal a point away?
B.
Drowning in his pool.
It was probably as a result of a drug overdose while swimming in his pool, but yes, that's correct. Rebecca has 2 points now, and she controls the question, a chance to swiftly win the game, proving she knows how to play better than that guy Bill who called in earlier.
All right, Rebecca.
You guys thought I wasn't going to do well.
Here's your question. What is the name of the Rolling Stones' private jet? Is it A, the flying jack, B, the red jagger, or C, the lapping tongue?
These all sound like bad STDs. I'm going to go with A.
The flying jack?
Yes.
Incorrect. Carrie, you get a chance to steal.
B.
B, the red jagger. Both of you are wrong. It is, in fact, the lapping tongue.
No, I don't want to fly on that at all.
All right. You don't? Sorry, your loss. All right, Carrie, it's your question. You get a chance to climb back into the game. Currently, the score is 2 points for Rebecca, no points for Carrie, the contestant.
Why was Bill Wyman invited to join the band? A, he sold drugs to Mick Jagger. B, he had some crazy guitar riffs. Or C, well, he had an amp that the band could use.
C.
He had an amp? Correct.
Yes, yeah.
That is correct.
You got a point, Carrie. That's good. Rebecca now, though, controls the question. She has a chance to win.
All right. What surprising hobby does Mick Jagger enjoy? Is it A, ballet, B, knitting, or C, reading?
Can he sit still long enough to do like any of that? Knitting.
Incorrect. Carrie.
What was the answers again?
Is it A, ballet, or C, reading?
Reading.
Incorrect.
Oh,
ballet.
Terribly sorry. That would have been a nice one for you to get.
Yes.
But, Carrie, you do control the question with a chance to tie the game.
All right. After his death, who replaced Brian Jones as a Rolling Stones member in 1969? Was it A, Mick Taylor, a 20-year-old guitarist from the Blues Breakers? B, Paul Kossoff, legendary guitarist from 1968? Or C, Chris Jagger, Mick's younger brother?
C?
Incorrect. Rebecca.
Chris.
Chance to win.
A.
Mick Taylor?
That is correct.
That is
and
correct.
You win the game, Rebecca. Rebecca Lynn Frost, you are the winner.
You guys thought I wasn't going to do well.
All right, Carrie, that means you have to make a $50 donation in Rebecca Frost's name to the road home. And you know what? Let's just give her the tickets to the Redux Nutcracker. Why not?
Right.
It's the least we can do.
I think so.
Carrie, hang on the line, and our producer will make sure that you get those tickets to see the Redux Nutcracker.
All right.
Thank you.
Put you on hold. There we go. All right.
Traffic. Brought to you by Big O Tires. Winter is here, and Big O wants you to be safe on the roads this season. So stop in for some new snow tires starting at just $49.95 each. Big O Tires, the team you trust. There's a crash at westbound I-80 at milepost 133 in Parley's Canyon on the right shoulder. It should be estimated to be cleared around 7:45 to 8 o'clock-ish. And also
8 o'clock-ish?
You know, when they get around to it. And also a crash at US I-80 at milepost 25, estimated to be cleared around 8:15. Otherwise, it's looking pretty good.
All right, we've got bonus round one coming up. Here are your boner candidates. Boner candidate number one, the flying phallus is a fine military tradition. Boner candidate number two, you know, those fries just aren't good when you let them get cold. And boner candidate number three, that's the last time I go to Dr. Ignorant.
All right. Round one of your boners coming up after these, along with Big Boy News and Opinioendo. UtahAdvocates.com.
Don't get caught out there in an accident where you get hurt. Try not to, but if you do get hurt, that's who you want to call, the advocates.
Well, you know, call the police, of course.
Sure.
You know, see to your injuries if you have any.
And then contact the advocates for your free consultation. Go to UtahAdvocates.com or call them. Their phone number is 801-355-5550. You know, there are a lot of lawyers out there, but you should choose an advocate to help you with your injury case, because the advocates are always available to talk to you about your injury case, and you can call them 24 hours a day.
You can get an idea as to whether you have a case or not for free via an instant chat feature on their website or a telephone call.
And they don't get paid unless you get paid.
Yeah.
They will navigate the insurance companies for you if they take your case. What do you got to lose? Call them today, 801-355-5550. And again, online, utahadvocates.com.
The holidays are a time of family, a time of appreciating those you love. It's also a time to remember those who aren't as fortunate. Tonight, thousands of men, women, and children in Utah are experiencing homelessness. X96 and the Rocky Mountain Chevy dealers invite you to help provide basic necessities to people who could use a helping hand. The road homes, emergency shelters, and housing programs are in dire need of blankets, coats, boots, hats, and gloves. Donations can be made at any Rocky Mountain Chevy dealer. And join X96 on December 20th and 21st for the Road Home Mediathon. We'll be broadcasting live from the Road Homes Salt Lake Community Shelter to raise funds to provide shelter, supportive services, and annual housing programs. Visit x96.com for Rocky Mountain Chevrolet dealership drop-off locations or to donate cash. Spread the warmth and help others find their way home.
Okay, I'd like the Cajun grilled chicken sandwich, plain. I just want the chicken and the bun. No cheese, no mayonnaise, no lettuce, tomato, onions, coleslaw. And can I get onion rings instead of fries?
Yeah.
And can I get bacon on that?
Bacon. Did you want to do the chicken club instead of the Cajun chicken?
No, you don't understand.
What was your name again?
Kristen.
Kristen, you see, this is not a radio bit. You need to know that this is the way she really is, and no one believes us.
Okay.
So we thought if we got it on tape, people would finally believe it.
All right. Did you want the Cajun seasoning?
Yes.
Yes.
And I would like the spicy Cajun mustard mayonnaise on the side.
Mayo on the side.
Don't put it on the sandwich.
No, I won't. No, trust me, I won't.
Thank you.
And the cheese?
No cheese.
No cheese.
No
at all.
cheese. No, just
Okay.
chicken.
All right.
Chicken bacon bun.
Onion
And
rings.
again, we're not trying to be difficult just for the radio. This is real.
All right. Thank you.
I'm so very sorry.
That's all right. Don't sorry. I would like to say I've had worse, but that's probably the worst.
And how long have you worked here?
Here, 6 months, but
Dealing with tourists every day and their weird ordering habits, this is the worst. I want it on record, ladies and gentlemen.
It's from an official professional waitress. I'm the worst.
And again, this is no exaggeration.
Congratulations, Gina. Congratulations.
You've earned your spot in the Hard Rock Hall of Fame.
She's here to get married, by the way.
oh, congratulations.
And she's marrying a guy named Joe Jones. Maybe you as our waitress, I'm sorry, what's your name again?
Kristen.
Maybe Kristen, you as our waitress, you could warn Joe that it's still not too late.
Because I've been saying it every day, every hour, ever since we heard about this.
That's sad.
Yeah.
That's what we think.
Thank you. Thank you.
X96. Call 877-602-9696 or text us at 33986. Message and data rates apply.
Remember that info. You're going to need it coming up to vote for round one of your boners. Presenting to you now 3 news stories. They are examples of bad, stupid, or funny human behavior. And you'll decide with your vote of these 3 candidates which one is the worst, which one deserves to go forward to boner fight and possibly become boner of the day. See, if it wins here, it's not boner of the day yet. It has to defeat the winner of round 2's voting. At 8:20, 3 more candidates. We'll do this again, and we'll get a winner of round 2. Take both winners, throw them into Boner Dome. At 9:20 this morning is when boner of the day will be decided by you via boner fight coming up. So pick your champion now for round 1. 2 candidates now, a third after the news. Once you've heard all 3, then you'll vote. And one of you lucky random boner voters will receive
a Stretch the Truth Trump. Everyone needs this Trump version of a Stretch Armstrong in their holiday stocking this holiday season. It's a humorous holiday gift where smiles are in order. Portion of the proceeds to benefit the Homeless Veterans Fellowship. stretchthetruth.com/x96.
Boner candidate number 1. You know, the flying phallus. It's a fine military tradition. The penis-shaped flight path aroused controversy when it appeared over Southern California.
There we go.
In October.
Over the Salton Sea, even.
And then 2 Marine pilots have been disciplined for making a penis-shaped flight path over the skies of Southern California.
If you go to x96.com/live, you can see the flight path.
But officials said the 2 pilots, whose names were not released, will be allowed to keep their wings.
Maverick!
According to the Marine Corps Times, 2 Marine Corps aviators were administratively disciplined following the completion of an inspection into the facts and circumstances surrounding an October 23rd irregular flight pattern that resulted in an obscene image, said Major Joseph Patterson, a spokesman for the 3rd Marine Aircraft Wing. The Marines did not release details of the punishment given to the pilots because the discipline was administrative in nature. The pilots, based at Marine Corps Air Station Miramar, California, first aroused controversy after they flew the phallic flight pattern in their T-34C. The flight pattern went viral after it was picked up by radar and shared by Twitter. Somebody needs to have a word with the crew of U.S. Navy T-34C. The pilots were disciplined in early November pending an investigation into the incident, but they weren't the first military pilots to go off half-cocked, if you will. In December 2017, a Navy crew was disciplined after it made a giant sky drawing with, contrails of a giant penis while flying over Okeechobee County, Washington. It happens. They do it occasionally because, the flying phallus is a fine military tradition. Boner candidate number 1.
Let them have fun.
Oh, those boys are just out there.
Boys being boys.
Yeah. Doing the male gender proud. Boner candidate number 2. Those fries just aren't any good when they get cold. A driver is counting the cost of a very expensive McDonald's run after his car was seized after he was caught speeding. The motorist told officers that he was concerned that his food might get cold after he overtook an unmarked police car on a single-track road in Sheffield, England. However, his details were checked. It was found that he wasn't insured, so his car was seized by police. The car was, a spokesperson for South Yorkshire Police said, "It's been a positive night shift on the beat. The vehicle's driver decided to overtake one of our officers in an unmarked vehicle at excessive speed, putting everyone's life at risk, all because he didn't want his French fries from McDonald's to get cold. It just so happened the vehicle wasn't insured either, so we impounded the car."
Well, all right then.
It's safe to say the driver was not loving it, they said. They impounded his car. He said, "Please, officer, I just didn't want my fries to get cold." Boner candidate number 2, they just aren't as good when you let them get cold. Coming up in a moment, boner candidate number 3. That's the last time I go to Dr. Ignorant.
All right, boner candidate number 3 for round 1. Coming up after this, big boy news and opinioendo brought to you by
Feldman's Deli, featuring corned beef, pastrami, mustard, and pickles imported from New York City. Now serving breakfast and lunch Tuesday through Saturday and dinner Thursday through Saturday, featuring live local music Friday and Saturday nights. Located at 20th East, 27th South. More at feldmansdeli.com.
Because people love that TV show Friends, you know?
I was never a fan.
You know, I watched it for a few seasons.
I mean, I didn't hate it, but
it was on.
But I didn't watch it.
I watched it. It was on. I don't know. I didn't hate it. It was okay. But I guess people just loved it so much. So Netflix, I guess they do all the reruns of it, and they've decided to fork over some seriously big bucks to keep it.
Yeah, they were supposed to get rid of it beginning 2019, but everyone was mad.
You know about this?
Yeah. I do.
Do you watch it?
I've seen it.
Or you don't go out of your way to watch it on Netflix or anything?
No. It's a fun fantasy show because New York's not like that.
No, not at all. Yeah, you lived there for a little while.
Yeah.
Yeah, so did I. The streaming service sent fans into a tizzy earlier this week when it started accompanying episodes of Friends with the notification that the show's 10 seasons would expire on Netflix January 1. But following outrage over the loss of the beloved series, Netflix changed course, coughed up $100 million.
Wow.
To keep the trials and tribulations of the Manhattan 20-somethings available for binging.
And I'm guessing,
according to the New York Times.
I'm guessing the cast gets a taste of that?
I don't know. I would think so. The price tag is a big leap from the previous $30 million a year that Netflix had been paying for the rights to stream Friends from Warner Media. Pales in comparison to comparable deals. In 2015, Hulu paid a reported $160 million for a licensing deal for Seinfeld. $160 million.
Wow.
The backtracking for Netflix came quickly. Fans erupted in anger on Monday, but Tuesday the company put out an official statement on Twitter diffusing the situation. The holiday armadillo has granted your wish. Friends will still be here for you in the U.S. through 2019, the tweet read.
If only we could, channel that energy into something worthwhile.
Well, here's a text. This is, I worked at Netflix when this happened. The phones went crazy. So now if we could just rally the fans of Daredevil.
Who is calling? Who is calling to complain about losing Friends?
Apparently a lot of people. You know, I think back on watching Friends, though. I did get caught up in it to a certain extent.
You did?
Yeah, because I remember the whole Ross and Rachel thing, and when they were at the airport, and I just have memories of that, and they were playing this Madonna song, and I was kind of caught up in that. So I guess yes,
the Friends thing is a much bigger issue than you are giving it. Really,
Well,
like you
yeah.
can go.
Richie was 60% of those
tour
calls.
The set, sit on the couch. They have the coffee shop.
Yeah.
Puzzles.
I remember
shirts.
in New York. I remember a Friends store opening up at some point. And
Yeah, at the NBC gift
It's
shop.
still there, isn't
half
it?
of it is
Yeah,
Friends
it's
merch.
still there. Yeah.
And it is still common for people to say things like, like on Friends last night, I was watching Friends. It is
It's still a thing.
syndicated over and over and over
Well,
again.
see if we could just get the Daredevil fans to call Netflix so we can get it back.
It's kind of a different thing.
It is, yeah.
All right, moving on to other items. A BBC radio host, Vicky Archer, walked out midway through her show, said, "I need a break." So she's on the air. She's doing a show. 41. She's 41 years old, mother of three. Has been co-hosting 3 to 7 p.m. BBC radio show with Adam Green. She just left halfway through the show. "I need a break," she said. Went home and hanged herself.
Wow.
What?
Yep.
There she is.
Found dead at her home by her stepfather just hours after leaving the radio station, partway through her afternoon slot, telling her colleagues, "I'm upset. I need a break. I'm going home." Isn't that bizarre? Her stepfather, Lee Holyoke, discovered Archer's lifeless body at around 8:15 p.m. when he went home to fix her stove for her, along with her 73-year-old mom, Beryl. He climbed in through an open window after getting no answer when he tried knocking on the door. Performed CPR, couldn't revive her. Been hanging there for a few hours. What a bizarre story.
Yikes.
Let's see. Memorial service held yesterday for fallen officer David Romrell, who was killed in the line of duty here in South Salt Lake. Officer Romrell was killed November 24th when he was hit by a car driven by suspects fleeing an apparent burglary. Mr. Romrell, Officer Romrell, served with the Marine Corps before joining the South Salt Lake Police Department. He'd been with the department for just under 11 months when he was killed and leaves behind a wife and a 4-month-old baby. Formally charged now. Former Utah teacher who's been charged with murder in the death of her ex-husband's girlfriend, Chelsea Cook, who taught health classes at Sky Ridge High School in Lehigh, was charged Wednesday with aggravated murder as first-degree felony and other counts related to the incident. Here's what happened. We had the initial stories that said her husband was out in the parking lot, and she was in the apartment with the girlfriend and her ex-husband. She and her ex-husband's 2 twins, the 3-year-old twins, when she shot the girlfriend. Well, what happened was, according to the charging documents, she told her ex-husband that she'd be coming over to drop off some cold medicine for the estranged couple's twins.
Okay.
The man asked her to wait outside. The husband says, I want you to wait outside because there'd been problems. Wait outside. And then she sneaked into the apartment when he went downstairs to meet her. In the parking lot. So she said, I'm in the parking lot. Come downstairs to meet me and I'll give you the cold medicine. But when he went downstairs, she had another plan. She sneaked into the apartment when he went downstairs. She wasn't downstairs. She was hiding on the balcony somewhere. And then she sneaked into the apartment, and that's when she did the shooting, according to the court documents. She came out, went over to her coat, and shot the girlfriend. So they're sparking a lot of rumors. Beto O'Rourke and Andrew Gillum have both met with President Obama, former President Obama, recently, fueling speculation about possible 2020 presidential runs. Gillum, who was narrowly defeated in a race for governor of Florida, spoke with Obama in Washington, D.C. on Tuesday in a meeting, according to CNN. Obama had supported the former Tallahassee mayor's failed run to become the first African-American governor of Florida, and he did a very strong run.
Yeah, it was a very close race.
In Florida. He was in D.C. Tuesday to speak at a conference on civil rights. What I'm committed to doing between now and 2020 is doing everything I can to make sure the state of Florida is available and winnable for the Democratic nominee for president, Gillum said at a conference, according to the cable network. And Beto O'Rourke, who did a run against Ted Cruz in Texas, he met with Obama last month. The Texas congressman managed to break fundraising records during his unlikely bid for the Senate. Both politicians met with Obama as the Democratic Party is searching for fresh faces who can connect to suburban and middle-class voters. So there is speculation about both of those.
It could be that, or it could just be,
courtesies.
Obama's coaching them on how to help the presidential nominee, because Texas and Florida, very important states for presidential win.
It's a bad day for democracy in Wisconsin. Hours after Republicans pushed through bills curbing the powers of the incoming Democratic governor and attorney general, Wisconsin Democrats charged Wednesday that it was nothing but a naked partisan power grab, denying the will of the voters that would lead to gridlock and lawsuits. So what happened is Scott Walker was the governor of Wisconsin for a long time. He broke the unions, the teachers' unions in Wisconsin. He was very conservative, and he was an ass to top it off. And he finally lost the election to a liberal Democrat for governor. So the Republican-controlled legislature immediately went into high gear to try and pass as many laws and ram as many things into power as they could to strip the incoming Democratic governor of power, to make sure that he won't be able to do anything. And why? Well, because he's coming in, he's going to enact liberal policies.
They said that.
Well, yeah. And, that's what the voters elected him to do.
Yeah.
Well, we don't like that.
Well, too bad. You lost. Try harder next time. You guys cheated elections all the time.
Don't you see that is not what the democracy is about? You lost.
Cheat harder next time. That's what you guys do. Weather, traffic?
Weather, it's cold outside. 28 degrees right now and cloudy. It's going to get up to 32 degrees today, so bundle up. Traffic, brought to you by the Sundance Film Festival. Sundance Film Festival returns January 24th through February 3rd in Park City, Salt Lake City, and the Sundance Resort. Discover the 2019 lineup, including world premiere films, at sundance.org/festival. In traffic, there's a crash southbound Bangerter Highway at 4100 South, estimated clearing around 8:09. Another crash northbound 8400 West at 2820 South in Salt Lake on the right shoulder. Another crash SR 54 at milepost 1 in Juab. So, ways away.
All right.
All right, here's boner candidate number 3. This is the last time I go to Dr. Ignorant. Mother of 2, Tiffany Elliott, from a suburb of Rochester, New York, called Irondequoit, said she was beside herself after being shamed by her dentist, Dr. Robin Craig, for starting to breastfeed her 9-month-old daughter, Ember, during her older daughter's appointment. I had Ember cradled and one hand at the bottom of my shirt with 0 skin exposed when Dr. Ignorant, as I'm now calling him, says, okay, I'm uncomfortable with whatever you're doing there and it needs to stop, while motioning around my chest with her hands frantically, said Tiffany Elliott. My jaw just dropped, you guys. Elliott said she explained that based on a 1994 state law, she had every right to breastfeed her child in any public location she wanted to. But Dr. Craig just brushed it off, suggesting you find a new dentist, Ms. Elliott said. I cried, she said. Anyone who knows me knows this is not me. I felt so embarrassed. Not by the thing I love, which is nurturing my baby wherever and whenever, but the total ignorance of a society that breeds clowns like Dr. Ignorant. The story struck a chord with many other moms who shared their experiences on Elliott's post, which had been shared by more than 8,000 times with 12,000 comments by Wednesday. Dr. Michael Wilson, who runs the dental practice that the dentist was in, told the Democrat and the Chronicle its policy does allow breastfeeding. He said that the dentist in question had been placed on leave, and Ms. Elliott said, he said, I'm sorry what happened to her, and I hope she does not leave the dental practice. Boner candidate number 3. That's the last time I go to Dr. Ignorant.
All right, let's review the first 2 and vote.
Boner candidate number 1, the flying phallus is a fine military tradition. You know, I would just want to thank those Marines for, doing the male gender proud by drawing a sky penis over Southern California. They get to keep flying, but they were disciplined at least. Boner candidate number 2, those fries just aren't good when you let them get cold. A driver caught speeding because he didn't want his McDonald's French fries to get cold. And boner candidate number 3, this is the last time I go to Dr. Ignorant.
All right. Let's go. It's time to vote for round 1 of your boners. You've got to decide of these 3 candidates which one is the worst, which one deserves to go forward to boner fights and possibly become boner of the day. See if it wins here. It's not boner of the day yet. It's the winner of round 1. That's it. It'll go to boner fight. But it's got to defeat the winner of round 2's voting. Yes, 3 more candidates at 8:20 this morning. Take the winner of that round, throw them both into Boner Dome at 9:20. That's when you'll decide boner of the day with boner fights. All right, so pick your champion of round 1 right now. 1, 2, or 3. Remember the candidate number that you think should win. Put that number in the message of a text. That's all we need is that single digit. Text that to 33986. You can call. Cynthia's taking votes in the producer's booth at 877-602-9696. Or go online to x96.com. Look for the box that says Boner Voting December 6. You have less than 300 seconds. Round 1. Let's go.
on X96, Radio from Hell.
All right, time to award round 1 of your boners.
And that's brought to you by Latkes.
Latkes. Oh, it's Hanukkah. Yeah.
I went to the Hanukkah.
Mm-hmm. And
Stretch the Truth Trump. You need this stretchy Trump in your life. A portion of the proceeds to benefit the Homeless Veterans Fellowship. StretchTheTruth.com/X96.
So we had boner candidate number 1. Yeah, the flying phallus. It's a fine military tradition. You know, boys will be boys. Thanks, boys. Thanks, military boys, for really confirming what, we men are. Like drawing a sky penis over Southern California. Boner candidate number 2. These fries just aren't any good if you let them get cold. A driver caught speeding in England, and his excuse was, well, I just went to the McDonald's drive-thru, and these fries will be cold if I don't get them home right away. That's why he was speeding. You understand that, don't you, officer?
Makes perfect sense.
No, I do not. And then boner candidate number 3, that's the last time I go see Dr. Ignorant, a breastfeeding mother slamming a dentist who told her to cover up while she was breastfeeding. And she said, I wasn't even showing any skin. The dentist, who was a woman, I believe, said, I don't care. This is embarrassing. You cover up. April won the Stretch the Truth Trump doll. By the way, did you mention in the liner that you read for that, Rebecca, that the proceeds go to that you did? Didn't
Yes.
you?
I
Go
sure
to the
did.
Veterans Organization. The winner was overwhelmingly boner candidate number 3. That's the last time I go to Dr. Ignorant.
All right. It's the winner of round 1's voting. It goes forward now to Boner Fight. It might be Boner of the Day. It'll have to get past the winner of round 2's voting at 8:20. 3 more candidates. We'll get a winner of that round. Both of them will duke it out at 9:20 for the title Boner of the Day.
So last night, I and my wife and my children, this is my children's favorite Christmas tradition.
Well,
we go next door to Hanukkah.
It's a Christmas tradition.
Yeah, that's what they
go to
Is that like a fun new restaurant?
Well, when they were asked in school when they were little kids, one of my kids said, they say, "What's your?" They go around and they say, "What's your favorite Christmas tradition?" They say, "Well, we go next door to our neighbor's house for Hanukkah."
Aw.
Our next door neighbor Jackie is. We had her on the show years ago.
We did.
Ask a Jew. She's very she's Orthodox and she knows the traditions and she observes them. And we have a great time. Now, what's really nice about, she invites us over every year, although I don't think we've gone for 2 years. She's been out of the country for, I think last year, she's a professor at the U, and so I think she was on sabbatical last year. And anyway, but this year we had a very small, so a lot of times there are a lot of people there. This year it was just Jackie and her friend Ray and my family. And then her daughter Magda came in late. But sometimes there are a lot of people there. But it's really nice. We light the Hanukkah candles, and then Jackie sings in Hebrew and or Yiddish songs about Hanukkah, about the traditions. And that's really a really nice part of it, because you are doing something that people have done for not hundreds, but thousands of years. The very same songs and the very same tradition. And I'm not a religious person. I'll say this to, I said this to Jackie. I'm not a religious person, but there's something remarkable about doing something that people have done for thousands of years and being a part of that. It's really cool. And so we do that, and then we have food. And she makes
the traditional stuff.
So just great. The potato pancakes, the latkes, which are just shredded potatoes, onion, egg, and flour, and then you just cook them in oil, man. And they're and here I'll let you
applesauce
and
sour cream.
And here, this is a brand new hoodie. I got this hoodie yesterday. It hadn't been washed even, and I put it on. I hadn't worn it. It's a brand new hoodie from Old Navy.
Okay.
And I wore it over to Jackie's. Here, you can smell Hanukkah. You can smell Hanukkah on that hoodie. You smell
Yep, smells like cooking oil.
That's the oil. That's the cooking oil for the latkes. I'll have to hang it outside, or that's Hanukkah
Smells
right
like
there.
Hanukkah.
It does, doesn't it? So we have latkes, and we have frittata, and we have really nice salad. And
did she do the matzo ball soup?
She didn't do much. She has in the past, but no matzo ball soup this year.
That's my favorite thing.
Lentil soup.
Oh, nice lentils.
And she makes bread in. She makes a really good bread in a cast iron, a big cast iron kettle, and it's just the greatest evening. I just love it every year. It's our favorite Christmas tradition, celebrating Hanukkah with Jackie, and it's she has 3 daughters. Now, only one of her daughters is in town now. I think the other 2 are both in New York right now. But when her daughters are there, all 3 of them sing the songs, and it's just amazing in Hebrew. And
is she from here?
Jackie? No, she's from Philadelphia.
Okay.
But she's been here teaching at the University of Utah for years and years and years.
I need to ask Feldman's if they're ever going to do a matzo ball soup. I'm sure they do.
Oh, they do it. I think they do.
But I haven't had a good matzo ball soup in ages. I think the last time was when Hildy made it for us.
Yeah, I thought I'd seen it on the menu there.
It might be. I just haven't looked, I guess.
That right there. That's the smell of Hanukkah. There's nothing better than fresh latkes there, and she'll bring them out of the kitchen hot on a platter, and you put the sour cream and the apple. I just like straight sour cream. I don't go for the applesauce.
I do the applesauce.
What are typical toppings?
Sour cream and applesauce.
Oh,
that's it. Maybe a little sprinkling of scallions, chopped up green onion if you like. Nothing better. And it's just a wonderful. And and then you just sit around and BS throughout the night. It's terrific. Hanukkah, and light the candles and hope the house doesn't burn down. So my wife this year, she wanted to build a menorah and light candles in our house, and I kind of don't let real candles be lit in our house.
Really?
I don't care for them.
You don't care for candles?
I do not care for them because houses burn down.
Houses burn down because of candles.
Because of candles, and I don't like them. So I said, if you want to do an electric candle menorah, that's fine. And we do have electric candles in our house that look real.
So you have lights.
Yeah. No, I mean like fake candles that look like real candles. And so my wife is making a menorah. She wanted to make a menorah and do a menorah because to show solidarity, because there have been news reports, not so much here, but people targeting houses that have menorahs.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so my wife said, we should put up a menorah to show we're, solidarity. Not that we think our house would be targeted because we have a menorah, but as a solidarity.
Oh, getting reports that Feldman's does in fact have matzo ball soup, and it's damn good.
Yeah, I think my kids have had it there.
Yeah, I've got to have
I know
some.
they have.
Yum.
They have one gigantic matzah in the center of
That's
it.
all you need.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We got movies coming up with Sean Means. You're going to be reviewing everything that is opening this weekend.
Traffic slowing northbound around Draper as people start coming into the city to work. There's also an emergency alert for Wasatch County at US 189. Crews have temporarily closed both directions of travel on US 89 at milepost 25, which is Deer Creek Res near Charleston due to a crash. And also a crash on northbound I-215 East ramp to Foothill Drive. Left lane is closed, estimated to be cleared around 8:45.
All right.
Oh, at the end of the evening, the kids got chocolate coins, too.
Chocolate coin,
It's part of Hanukkah.
Dreidel? They win them?
Yeah. Well, this year we didn't play Dreidel, but they did get the chocolate coins.
I have a rigged Dreidel.
Yeah. Weighted? It's weighted.
Every spin comes up Gimmel. Yep. All right. We will take a break. We will be back with Sean Means reviewing movies. Got to tell you about brooklinen.com. Apparently, I'm not saying this clearly enough for some people.
Yes.
Brooklinen. Well, it sounds like Brooklyn. Well, yeah. They're from Brooklyn.
It's supposed to.
And linen, because
it's
linen
sheets.
Yeah.
Bed linens. Yeah. So that if I can explain it any further, there you go.
Linens for your brook.
Mm-hmm. I can tell you that my Brooklinen sheets are buttery smooth, and I love them. But I think my dog Ripley loves them more than me. I can't get her. She just sleeps all the time. Brooklinen works directly with the manufacturers and directly with customers, so there's no middlemen. 5-star hotel quality sheets that are affordable and easy to order. And it's this time of year, gift giving. Here's some ideas on their website: towels, robes, candles. Sorry, Bill. Sleep masks. My wife uses the sleep mask from Brooklinen. A lot of great gifts this season, and they're super fast shipping. Make sure you can get your holiday gifts right on time. My Brooklinen sheets are the best, most comfortable sheets I've ever slept on. Now it's time for your chance to try them. They've given you an exclusive offer just for our listeners. Get $20 off and free shipping when you use the promo code Jackson, my last name, Jackson, at brooklinen.com. They are so confident in their product. All their sheets, comforters, and towels come with a lifetime warranty. The only way to get $20 off and free shipping is to use the promo code Jackson at brooklinen.com. That's BROOKLINEN.com, and the promo code Jackson. These really are the best sheets ever.
Radio from Hell has a new podcast.
Alternative X96.
A new report claims that the legalization and taxation of recreational marijuana in New York could provide enough funds to fix the city's transit system. It would be the first time anyone has used weed to make something go faster.
The fun, innocent family show, Radio from Hell, on Utah's original Alternative X96.
Are the movie reviews sponsored, Rebecca?
Yes, by Dr. Volt's Comic Connection. Dr. Volt has everything you're looking for, whether it's a comic, anime, card games, or even action figures. Dr. Volt's has it all.
Thank you.
It has it all. Well, here is the Salt Lake Tribune's writer, reporter, Sean Means. Sean does reporting for the Salt Lake Tribune on culture items and occasional movie reviews. He reviews all kinds of movies at themoviecricket.net, and you can find his writings there. You can find reviews at x96.com, and you can find him right now in our studio to talk about various movies in the flesh. Here he is.
All right, Sean, we do the artsies and the fartsies. Artsies first, and we go worst to first.
Yes.
But it looks like you're doing okay this weekend.
We will start with The World Before Your Feet.
All right.
Which is a documentary about a guy named Matt Green who, for 6 years, walked every street in New York.
Wow!
And
I read
kept a
about
record
this
of
guy.
And he walked all 5 boroughs of the city of New York, and took photos and kept a blog and
So he
recorded
kind
all
of
this.
chronicled his journey.
Chronicling the entire thing.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh,
And
that's interesting.
you see a lot of patterns emerge. You see how, where you hear birds all over in different parts of the city. How every barbershop apparently has the word Z in its name. Usually like cuts or something. And the vast array of different and varied 9/11 memorials that are all over the place. So things like that. This movie sort of goes along okay. It bounces around a lot because his journey bounces around a lot. He would do Staten Island once, Queens once.
He didn't do it in any discernible pattern.
Not in any great pattern. Just sort of hit a bunch all at once. And the character himself, he's kind of an odd nut. And I wish there'd been more about him and why he's the way he is.
Yeah.
If you like New York, if you sort of like seeing different angles of New York that you don't see every day, this is worthwhile. So 2.5.
2.5 stars for The World Before Your Feet. Let's move on to, I guess, Maria by Callas.
Yes, this is a documentary about the opera star Maria Callas, all told in her own voice, in her own words, through interviews and memoir and letters and so on, read by another opera singer. But it's every word in it is her viewpoint on everything, along with footage. And she is like the the quintessential diva. She is like the I'm an opera singer sort of person. But she didn't start that way. She was a Greek American kid who got pushed to move back to Greece by her mom before World War II and forced to train to sing, and she became the great Callas and so on, she had tumultuous personal life, had a long affair with Aristotle Onassis that was stopped only when he went off and married Jacqueline Kennedy.
Oh, rude.
Yeah, well then they were still dating after, so that was. And it's all told from her perspective. You get sort of beyond the diva aspect of it. Everybody talked about how she was hard to work with, and all those cliches that are frequently thrown upon women that would never be used against men. Well, hearing them from her side of things helps out a lot.
She became a gay icon as well.
Oh, did she?
Well, who doesn't?
I mean, really. At the beginning of A Star Is Born with Lady Gaga, that's who Lady Gaga is kind of emulating.
Well, her and Edith Piaf, yeah.
Oh, I guess it's Edith Piaf, really, isn't it?
Yeah. And if you're into opera, the movie does stop at several occasions and play full-length arias of some of her signature roles, like Habanera from Carmen is like probably her most famous. but some others. And so if you're really into opera, you definitely want to hear the greatest voice of the 20th century sing them. So 3 stars.
3 stars for Maria by Callas. Burning.
Mm-hmm.
What is Burning?
Burning is a noir thriller from South Korea. That is, this guy lives in the rural area who, takes care of a farmhouse and 1 calf. Goes into the city sometimes. Runs into a girl from the old town who's living in the city, and they hit it off kind of well. She's a little odd.
Mm-hmm.
She says she's going to go to Africa soon and ask him to look after her cat while she's gone.
Yeah.
And to seal the deal, they have sex.
Oh,
of course,
because it's that kind of movie.
That's what you do.
She goes when she comes back. He agrees to pick her up at the airport and thinks, oh, good, the relationship will start up again. Well, she comes back and she's got a guy with her who she met up with in Africa, who is a rich Korean dude played by Steven Yeun from Walking Dead. Who is Korean born.
Yes.
He's this rich guy, and this sort of bizarre love triangle starts up.
Okay.
And where our guy is very suspicious of this rich guy and starts stalking him. And
okay.
I don't think I should tell you more than that.
I still don't know what this is about.
Yeah, I don't think I should tell you more than that. But it gets very much into sort of, it has feelings of like Taxi Driver and Vertigo.
Oh,
it gets into some very dark territory.
Okay.
And
mystery and intrigue.
It creeps you out.
Mystery and intrigue, and very much creeps you out. And the ending is just unsettling.
Okay. All right.
Really well done, really beautiful. It's a little on the longish side. You do have to have a little subtitles.
Mm-hmm.
You do have to be a little bit patient to sort of let it get in, into its rhythm.
Mm-hmm.
But it's worthwhile because it is just shattering.
Burning. It's at the Broadway,
and that's at the Broadway. Yes.
Okay. And you liked it.
I did 3.5.
3.5 for Burning.
Mm-hmm.
Fartsies, I only see 1.
Yep.
No one wants to go up against Wreck-It Ralph again.
Nobody wants 1 week before the onslaught.
Yeah.
Next week, and next week you got Spider-Man and Deadpool and all that,
and poor Mortal Engines. It's just going to get lost in all of that. Yeah.
Yep. So the one fartsy this week is the 25th anniversary re-release.
Wow.
And I know time flies, of Schindler's List. And you owe it to yourself to go see it, and on a big screen, and take it all in.
Even though it's hard.
It is hard. I mean, this is Steven Spielberg's, I think, undeniable masterpiece.
Okay.
Won him his first Oscar finally, after all the stuff he should have gotten Oscars for, like E.T. and Indiana Jones and so on. This is his look at the Holocaust. This is through one of the few happy ending stories that you can pull out of the Holocaust, which was the story of industrialist Oskar Schindler, who managed to save more than 1,000 Jews from Auschwitz by pretending to treat them as labor, by getting them to work in his factory, and being able to use that cover eventually. I mean, he was sort of a very reluctant hero, but how he eventually learns, to use that cover to save as many Jews as he can.
It's Liam Neeson.
Liam Neeson in the lead as Schindler, Ben Kingsley, Embeth Davidtz, and a harrowing performance as the villain, as the commandant of the Nazi camps, by a then young actor who we didn't know much about, named Ralph Fiennes.
Yeah.
Who we now know, of course, as Voldemort and all the other
But I mean,
things.
he was so good as a villain in this. He was typecast for a while.
For a while, he was. It's like, okay, you need a baddie. He's your guy,
and he's so good.
He is so good at it. So good.
That's because he's not a very nice man in person. He's really a bad guy in person.
So he came out of nowhere out of this movie, and everybody's like, "Whoa, what the heck? Who's that guy?"
And he's just ruthless.
Yes, he is. And you look at it, and the fact that even 25 years ago, we were looking at the idea that we were starting to lose firsthand accounts of the Holocaust. The people who were there, the people who had seen it, were dying off. They were dying of old age. They were not, and now, I mean, now we're looking at a point where people who were kids during the Holocaust are now in their 80s.
Do I remember correctly? They do go. They interview people during Schindler's List, right?
Well, Spielberg, shortly after Schindler's List started, I think it's called the Shoah Project.
It's the Survivors. It's a Shoah Foundation down at, I think it's USC or UCLA.
And what he would do is he would set up cameras and just interview, well, not just him, but people who worked for him, interview survivors of the Holocaust and have them tell their stories.
They've created this oral history library.
Yeah.
But do they not do that in the movie?
I think at the end there's a very little bit of it.
Okay.
I don't remember.
I seem to remember them cutting to some
only-
interviews of actual survivors.
I only saw this once
Maybe at
because
the end.
I just couldn't do it again.
It's one of those things where you've seen it once, it burns in your memory forever.
It just reminded me of another movie that I saw as a kid, Judgment at Nuremberg, too, and I hadn't thought of that movie for a long time, and I just looked it up again. That's also a great movie,
right?
Where they show now it's a drama, a courtroom drama, where they are doing the Nazi war trials, and it's got a huge cast of famous actors that you know, but including William Shatner. Who's in it, a young William Shatner,
Judy Garland,
and all of those people. But what I remember about it is they intercut in it actual scenes from the Nazi death camps in that movie. Judgment at Nuremberg, black and white.
Some of the footage of the
bodies piled up.
First when the first troops went in to liberate them.
That's tough.
So that's also another really remarkable movie. That was way back in 1961.
Right. But this one was Schindler's List was sort of where the turn is happening, where the Holocaust is now in the hands of storytellers.
Yeah.
And you can't do better than Spielberg doing it. And so
it's really good.
Go see it in the theater. I mean, it'll do your heart good.
Just personal experience. It's not a good first date movie.
No,
just so you know,
no,
personal experience. All right.
4 stars.
4 stars for Schindler's List, of course. So let's run these down. The World Before Your Feet, 2.5 stars. Maria by Callas, 3 stars. Burning, 3.5 stars. And Schindler's List, the 25th anniversary, 4 stars.
Time for Christmas.
Yes. So next week, we got a ton of stuff opening.
We got Mortal Engines. We got Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. We got The Favorite, which is a big award thing this year.
Yeah.
We have Once Upon a Deadpool, the recycle of that.
Oh, is that next week too?
That's next week.
Okay.
And one that needs to be mentioned is Anna and the Apocalypse.
Yeah.
The Christmas musical high school horror zombie movie.
I saw a preview of this, a trailer for this, and it looks just dreadful.
I will disagree with you heartily on that one.
Really?
I saw it in LA this last weekend.
Funny?
I am in love with this movie.
Really?
All right. Thank you, Sean. Sean Means, everybody.
Traffic. As expected, some slowage northbound from Draper and southbound from Ogden. There is a crash at US 89 at milepost 13 in Vivian Park, Provo Canyon. Another crash at 7800 South, 2300 West in Salt Lake. And the northbound I-215 ramp to Foothill Drive's left lane closed, estimated to be cleared around 8:45.
All right, thank you very much.
Boners round 2 coming up. Here are your 3 candidates. Boner candidate number 1, he did a Cosby at a Tiger Woods restaurant. Boner candidate number 2, I was tired and I thought I heard him offer me a place to sit down. And boner candidate number 3, I got hot grease and I ain't afraid to use it.
All right, so Boners Round 2, Big Boy News, all coming up. Big O Tires.
The team you trust, and you better trust them to get you some snow tires right now because we got more snow coming next week.
Yeah.
So Big O Tires is starting, they are offering you some snow tires starting at just $49.95, and you should take advantage of that because snow tires are specially designed to help get you through that kind of stuff. They have different rubber compounds in them.
It's not just the tread.
No.
It's
the rubber stays soft when the temperature gets cold,
Yeah.
and it grips the road better. Big O, I've always said I love the smell of tires.
Yes.
I like going into the Big O showroom and going, vulcanized rubber. They have snow tires starting at just $49.95. Big O does other stuff for your car as well, brakes, batteries, wiper blades, all of that stuff as well, and no credit needed financing. There are 40 Big O Tire locations from Logan to Richfield, locally owned and operated. Big O Tires, the team you trust. Go to bigotires.com to find a location near you. Radio from Hale.
6 or text us at 33986. Message and data rates apply.
All right, it's 8:23, time for round 2 of your boners. 3 news stories. They are examples of bad, stupid, or funny human behavior. You'll decide with your vote of these 3 candidates which one is the worst, which one deserves to go forward to boner fight and possibly become boner of the day. It'll have to defeat the winner of round 1's voting that we did an hour ago. You missed that. But we'll throw both of those winners into boner fight at 9:20, and that's when you'll decide boner of the day. So pick your champion for round 2 right now. 2 candidates now, a third after the news. Once you've heard all 3, then you will vote. So one of you lucky random boner voters will receive
a boner t-shirt, courtesy of XL Automotive Repair, Radio from Hell's official auto mechanics. Don't buy a lemon. Try XL's automotive $50 bumper-to-bumper used car check over before you buy. Check over before you buy. Limit 2 cars per $50.
This is boner candidate number 1. He did a Cosby at a Tiger Woods restaurant. A Florida neurologist was busted this week for allegedly slipping crushed sleeping pills and anti-anxiety pills into his dinner date's martini, hence the Cosby. A customer at the upscale Greek restaurant Ouzo Bay in Boca Raton said they saw Dr. Miso Morau pour white powder into a woman's drink while she was in the bathroom and called the cops. When the woman, Jeanette Schroeder, returned to the table, she said Dr. Morau, I think that's how you say it, pushed her drink toward her and told her he wanted her to finish it. He also moved her water glass further away, according to the outlet, because she seemed to be highly incoherent. The woman was taken to Boca Raton Hospital as a precaution. Cops interrogated Dr. Morau at the scene as he left the bathroom, but he denied doing anything wrong. They found a Ziploc bag in the men's bathroom trash can with traces of zolpidem and alprazolam, commonly known as Xanax and Ambien.
Yeah.
He was arrested at the Jupiter, Florida eatery, The Woods, owned by golf legend Tiger Woods.
There's his mug shot. Excuse me, at x96.com/live.
So this is the restaurant owned by Tiger Woods. On charges of poisoning food or water with intent to kill or cause injury, cops said it took months to arrest him because they were waiting on a toxicology report. But by the way, the woman said she'd known this doctor for 20 years. And they had reconnected recently after she learned that he was engaged.
Oh, you think you know somebody?
Yeah. Boner candidate number 1, he did a Cosby on her at a Tiger Woods restaurant. Boner candidate number 2, well, I was tired and I thought I heard him offer me a place to sit down. A Missouri woman is jailed on felony sexual abuse charges after allegedly trying to force a man to perform oral on her. Amy Nicole Perino was arrested Sunday after she reportedly and repeatedly punched the victim, hit him with a belt, with a brass plate and a cell phone. During the attack, Ms. Perino, who was naked at the time,
there's her mugshot at x96.com/live.
Apparently a Tampa Bay fan.
Yeah.
Ms. Perino, who was naked at the time, she chased the man around the house, pushed him to the ground, and then sat on his face.
Well,
the man told the police that while Ms. Perino was on top of him, he was unable to breathe and he was scared to death.
Well, yeah.
The man told the cops that he asked Ms. Perino, leave him alone. I don't want anything to do with you. According to a probable cause affidavit, cops noted that the victim had cuts on his arms and nose and red marks on his chest. Ms. Perino and the victim lived together.
Oh.
She was charged with sexual abuse and domestic assault. She was also hit with a third charge. Well, I won't tell you what else she did.
She should be charged just for her look in general.
Boner candidate number 2, I was tired and I thought I heard him offer me a place to sit down.
I will tell you the next boner candidate, the mugshot, Buck Wild.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know which one he's talking about.
Yeah. Boner candidate number 3 coming up in a second. I got hot grease. and I ain't afraid to use it.
All right, boner candidate number 3 for round 2. Coming up after this, big boy news and opinioendo brought to you by...
Go to Hale, Scott Hale Plumbing, Heating and Air for a $49 furnace tune-up, which includes a 19-point safety inspection. Scott Hale, amazingly different, surprisingly better. ScottHale.com.
I would say that boner candidate number 2 that we just did, she tired herself out by, hitting that guy with belts and chains. And I mean,
you can't keep that up.
She got tired, and I heard him say to sit down. So the Uptown Girl, Carrie.
Billy Joel?
The Uptown Girl.
The song
Billy Joel is not the Uptown Girl.
He's not?
He wrote the song about the Uptown Girl.
Christy
Brinkley.
Well, I thought it was autobiographical.
You did?
No.
That's adorable.
Billy Joel is not the Uptown Girl. He wrote the song about that
there she
heartbreaker,
is.
Christy Brinkley. There she is.
With some new plastic surgery.
Look at how cute. She can't. By the way, her mouth is permanently in that position.
That's the Joker. Good heavens.
The day before she attended the Footwear News Achievement Awards.
Excuse me?
The Footwear News Achievement Awards, Carrie.
Footwear News.
Yes.
Achievement.
In Manhattan on Tuesday night, the Uptown Girl shared a video of herself in the midst of getting her brand new glittery Christian Louboutin heel stuck in a gap in an escalator.
Oh, no.
Do you have that picture too, Dylan? She actually had a picture of it.
She did.
Oh,
Dylan does not have it.
The 64-year-old Sports Illustrated model posted a pun-laden screed about the event on her Instagram account, writing, "It hurts my soul," get it, to see this agony of defeat.
Was she seeing red?
Oh.
Do you get it?
Well, let's see if she does that one. "The escalator won this time," she continued, "but I'll be back with another pair of sparklers. Oh, heel ya! Somebody call the police, the fashion police. There's no business like shoe business. Now what will I wear to the Pumps and Circumstance tomorrow night at the Footwear Achievement Awards?
Lord.
Hope you're getting a kick out of this."
Was she drunk?
Actually, I'm the one who needs a new kick.
She's on drugs.
Oh, she concluded, "The pump was a real heel. My new arch rival. Have I punished you enough tonight? LOL. Gotta laugh."
Stop kicking me.
Especially when you're down.
Love that Joker.
All right. Moving on.
Okay.
She's not the Uptown Girl anymore.
No.
No, she's the down because she's going down the escalator.
A Brigham Young University student who fell in a campus building has died. A Brigham Young University spokesperson confirmed yesterday. The woman, whose age and name have not been released, was hospitalized in critical condition Monday after falling from the 4th floor of an atrium. The university said the fall was a suicide attempt. University spokesman Tom Hollingshead confirmed Wednesday that the woman had died. She fell shortly after 9 a.m. Monday from the Tanner Building, part of the Marriott School of Business. Several people witnessed it. She was transported to Utah Valley Hospital. The school has made counseling available for people who saw or were affected by the woman's fall. The university closed the building. Classes were canceled on Monday. Yeah, Richie, what did you...
I was just going to say they finally closed the building. It was an unfortunate circumstance. They didn't close the building for like an hour or so after she had fallen from the 4th floor there. So the way that building is there's like a courtyard in the center and all... it just...
BYU...
tragic.
Calling it a fall is really dismissive.
Yeah, I don't...
Well, it was...
I guess they can't prove...
Well, if they say it's a suicide.
Yeah.
I'm not...
Okay.
And I mean, it was a fall. I mean, it is a fall. You throw your... If you jump, you fall. BYU officials urged... This is what I think is... BYU officials urge students who need help to seek it out at the school's counseling and psychological services. That's dismissive, apparently, because it's impossible to get an appointment there, apparently.
Well, and to the other side of that, I know several folks who have volunteered their services, their mental health services to BYU to be able to get to help some of these folks. So
And don't forget the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline is open 24/7 at 1-800-273-8255.
That's the number that they give here. And also, download that app, Safe UT.
Oh, yeah.
Safe UT is the app. Download that. Let's see, in other news, border agent. U.S. Patrol border agent was indicted on capital murder charges yesterday after telling authorities he killed 4 sex workers in Texas to clean up the streets. Capital murder charge was an upgrade from the initial murder charges.
The hell?
Against Juan David Ortiz. Webb County District Attorney Isidro Alaniz said that he will seek the death penalty if Mr. Ortiz is convicted. They said Ortiz told investigators he believed he was doing a service for the largest county in South Texas when he shot 4 women in the head and left their bodies on deserted rural roadsides. Mr. Ortiz considered the sex workers, quote, scum of the earth, and said he wanted to clean up the streets. Prosecutors said Ortiz led a chilling double life, acting as a family man and a law-abiding border agent by day and a vigilante killer by night.
Monster.
The verdict is in. Food stamps.
Yes.
You know, food stamps. You know what they do for children?
Feed
they
them?
put poor kids on a path to success, apparently.
Oh, so they feed them.
Long-term evidence starting in the 60s shows that government support in childhood reduces the need for welfare in adulthood. Who would have thought?
Just the opposite was told to
I
us
thought
by,
that was supposed to just make you dependent on the government forever.
by
Yeah,
every
I thought it just mailed you food.
Long-time effects are key to the cost-benefit analysis of supplemental nutritionist program. Apparently, long-term studies show that when there's food available to children through these programs, food stamp programs, apparently kids get off of welfare programs.
But that's not what Republican politicians have been telling me my entire life.
No, it makes them dependent.
Yeah.
We created a welfare nation.
Yes, welfare queens.
Yeah. There is a 1954 letter written by Albert Einstein, known as the God Letter, because he discussed his thoughts about God and religion. It has fetched $2.9 million at auction in New York. The letter was sold at Christie's on Tuesday. It was written the year before the Nobel Prize-winning physicist's death. It was addressed to philosopher Eric Gutkind, who had written a book about Jewish spirituality and the pursuit of science. In the letter, Einstein declared, quote, "The word of God is for me nothing more than the expression and product of human weakness. The Bible, a collection of honorable but still primitive legends." Einstein was constantly questioned about his religious beliefs during his lifetime. The letter had previously sold for $404,000 at Bloomsbury auction in London in 2008. Well, it has increased considerably in value. $2.9 million in auction.
Sports, weather, traffic, or whatever you'd like to do here?
Yeah, weather brought to us by get unlimited 1.5% cash back plus a $100 bonus with the Power Cashback credit card from Security Service Federal Credit Union. Restrictions apply. Get details at ssfcu.org. Weather, it's cold. It's 29 degrees right now and mostly cloudy. Still going to be a high of 32 degrees. Traffic, you got your early morning commutes going on. There's a crash westbound I-80 at milepost 133 in Immigration Canyon that's got the left lane blocked. Both directions, it's a crash in Wall Avenue at 20th Street in Weber. Both directions are closed from 17th Street to 20th. And a crash at northbound I-15 Timpanogos Highway on-ramp in Lehigh. Sports. Remember I was talking about XFL?
Mm-hmm.
I have some more about that.
What?
The games are going to be faster. They're gonna try to be 2 hours long. No politics allowed, and no criminal records allowed. So they will be evaluating players based on many things, including the quality of human being that they are.
Yeah, they won't have very many players apparently.
Yeah.
All right.
Here's boner candidate number 3. I got hot grease, and I ain't afraid to use it. A 61-year-old woman in Cincinnati, and if you have a computer, go to it now and look at x96.com and look at x96.com/live. You will see a mugshot, the likes of which you have not seen in a long time.
Oh. I told you, buck wild.
61-year-old woman in Cincinnati has been arrested after dumping hot grease on another woman during an argument.
What?
Charlene Thompson is facing charges of felonious assault after the attack on Sunday at a residence. According to an affidavit, the victim was left with severe burns on her back and arms following the alleged attack. Ms. Thompson is scheduled to be arraigned early Wednesday. Thompson was also being sought by police in connection with 2 outstanding warrants for criminal damaging or endangering. She was later taken into custody. A message seeking additional comment was not returned. Thompson has an extensive criminal history, including charges of assault and other crimes. She said she once punched the victim in the face. The charges are incidental. She threw hot grease on somebody. She's mainly a boner candidate for her mugshot. Boner candidate number 3.
What is wrong with her?
Her eyelashes are too heavy.
She's got what is it? Is it Crohn's disease that causes your eyes to bug out?
I don't know.
It's some kind of a condition that causes your eyes to bug out like that. But then she's got these weird fake eyelashes.
With yellow tips.
Yeah.
Wow.
Boner candidate number 3. I got hot grease. I ain't afraid to use it.
Let's review the first 2 and vote.
Boner candidate number 1. He did a Cosby honor at a Tiger Woods restaurant. A Florida neurologist slipping sleeping pills into his date's drink. Coincidentally, or incidentally, I should say, it was at a restaurant owned by Tiger Woods. And boner candidate number 2, I was tired and I thought I heard him offer me a place to sit down. A woman trying to force a man to perform oral on her by sitting on his face. And boner candidate number 3, I got hot grease and I ain't afraid to use it.
All right, it's time to vote for round 2. You've got to decide, of these 3 boner candidates, which one is the worst. Which one deserves to go forward to boner fight and possibly become boner of the day? Yeah, if it wins here, it's not boner of the day. It'll have to defeat the winner of round 1's voting. We did that an hour ago. You missed it. Way to go. You can make up for that by voting for round 2 now and then sticking around for boner fight at 9:20 when we take both winners and throw them into the boner dome. So pick your champion for round 2 right now. 1, 2, or 3. Remember those numbers. Remember the candidate number, the one you think should win. Put that number in the message of a text. That's all we need in the message is that single digit. That's how the computer will count it. 33986 is where you send that. Or you can call 877-602-9696. Use your voice to vote. Or go online at x96.com. Look for the box that says Boner Voting December 6, and vote there. You've got 300 seconds. Let's go.
Radio from Hell on X96 with Geek News specialist Carrie Jackson.
8:47 right now. Time to award round 2 of your boners.
And it's brought to you by More Latkes, More Latkes.
And
Boostique. Boostique has holiday party wine and cocktail essentials. Get a book for inspiration, bitters, cherries, cocktail shakers, glassware, and more. Radio from Hell listeners get 15% off, too.
Not just any cherries. Luxardo.
Mm-hmm.
Get the Luxardo cherries. Don't mess with any others.
Don't get them nasty maraschinos.
No, Luxardos. So we had boner candidate number 1. He did a Cosby at a Tiger Woods restaurant, incidentally. This is the Florida neurologist who slipped a Mickey. He slipped a Mickey into his girlfriend's drink. That's an old phrase, an old term for... W.C. Fields, when he wanted to slip a Mickey to someone at a bar one time, he would always, at the movie, he'd say, "Has Michael Finn been in here today?" Boner candidate number 2. Well, I was tired. I wore myself out beating on the guy, but I thought I heard him offer me a place to sit down. She sat on his face, demanded pleasure. And boner candidate number 3, I've got hot grease and I'm not afraid to use it. It's a woman who threw hot grease on someone she was fighting with, and that one was there mainly just so we could show the mugshot. Let's see, the prize was a boner T-shirt, was it, Rebecca? Is that what we were giving away there?
Yeah, you bet. Courtesy of XL Automotive Repair.
Mm-hmm. Somebody must have won that, but it's not indicated here. But the winner, by just an overwhelming majority, boner candidate number 2, I was tired and I thought I heard him offer me a place to sit down.
All right. There you go. That's the winner of round 2's voting. It now goes to Boner Fight. It might be Boner of the Day if it defeats the winner of round 1's voting. We'll throw them both into the Boner Dome at 9:20, and that's when you'll decide Boner of the Day.
Well, people are asking, and so I'm guessing they want to know.
How they can win tickets to Monster Jam playing Writer or Writer? You're right. They do want to. Mm-hmm. You can text the word writer or writer. I'm going to give you the name of a person, and you text to the number 33986 if they are a writer, R-I-D-E-R, or a writer, W-R-I-T-E-R. Gina has done that more than once as well. So is Edgar Allan Poe a writer that you might see at Monster Jam, or is he a writer, W-R-I-T-E-R? Text that to the number 33986.
You know what people are also asking, and people are wanting to know, just who is
the female?
Rebecca Susan Frost.
Yes.
Who is she?
Who
are
am
you?
I?
Who are you, actually? Where, just from what, I mean...
What do you want to know?
I mean, well, where do you come from?
I come from here.
Salt Lake City?
You bet.
Born and raised?
Born and raised.
And are you related to famous Frosts?
Like Bill?
Yeah, that's who I was thinking of.
Yeah.
You're related to Bill Frost.
Yeah, and I guess there's a Frost that founded a town in Washington County. We've got a statue in Kanab.
Oh, a
Really?
relative of yours?
I guess,
No
yeah.
kidding.
That's what Ancestry.com said.
Huh. Well, it must be true.
Absolutely.
Yeah, internet cannot lie.
Yeah.
No.
And you are a product of the high school system here?
Yes, Olympus High School.
A proud Olympus High School graduate?
Yes.
Yeah.
A mere decade ago.
And what have you been doing with your life since then?
Lots of podcasting. Did roller derby with your wife for a little bit.
As a matter of fact, my wife says, tell Rebecca hello.
Mm-hmm.
We have a bout tonight, and I demand her presence there at the Derby Depot.
Oh. Yeah, I remember when she started, and she was not good.
Yeah.
And now she's
still going and
so
much better.
crazy,
Mm-hmm.
so crazy good at it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, podcasting, roller skating, just being a big old nerd.
Well, you should do some more. We should do some more roller skating or some more You're on the Geek Show podcast from time to time, or all the time.
She's a returning champion
from time to time.
Although last time I was on, I did take the show from Carrie.
You really did.
Yeah, so it's my show now.
Took it completely over.
Tune into my show, Geek Show Podcast.
So you're taking it to your house, to your studio with your equipment.
Yeah, I'm taking my podcast ball and going home.
I see.
I'll just show up every now and then. And
well, it might be nice to take some of the pressure off, wouldn't it?
It would be.
Yeah. What else do you do?
Oh, Put me on the spot.
Just you just nerd out whenever possible.
Lots of geek stuff. Yeah. You know.
She is the world's largest Captain Marvel fan.
Yes. So any questions relating to upcoming Captain Marvel or Carol Danvers should be directed to me.
Okay. So when did you become a Captain Marvel fan? I mean, how did you?
The year was 2014. I wandered into Dr. Volt's Comic Connection, and I remember it very well. There was an issue of Captain Marvel #2 on the counter with Captain Marvel doing like the Rosie the Riveter pose. And I was like, wow, that looks interesting. And I picked it up, and it was a comic book about a lady, and she didn't need no man. And actually, like, any kind of romantic relationship wasn't the premise at all. And she was dorky. She loves Star Wars. And
does she ever have a romantic relationship?
Yes, she does. With Rhodey, Iron Man's friend.
Oh, yeah, I know who that is.
Yeah, and just ever since then, been a big old fan.
So you grew up in a kind of an eclectic family. Your father is a very fine guitar player and a writer.
Yeah, he's all right.
And your mother is a roller derby person and has other interesting pursuits, and they gave you an interesting life so far, huh?
So far, so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, no real complaints.
Oh, you could, if you thought of it, you could.
Yeah.
I just remember many, many years ago.
There it was.
Your father coming in here and saying, I'm not sure what to do. Why is that, Bill? It's my daughter. Loves Aqua Teen Hunger Force. It's her favorite cartoon. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or not.
Very good thing. I was also waiting for either one of you to be like, I remember when you were this big.
No.
I don't.
What?
I don't.
I don't, and I don't think I met you until you were grown up.
I don't remember meeting you when you were a little kid.
If I did, I don't remember.
Did I meet you when you were a little kid?
You're asking the wrong person.
You don't remember that?
No.
Either? So I don't think I did.
Maybe I probably blocked it.
No, I think your father was probably smart and kept you away from here.
I don't know. I used to answer the phone when he had his radio show. I used to answer the phones, and I was like 7.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Where was his radio show?
He was on it. It was on at
KRCL.
KRCL.
Oh,
but he had another show prior to that too.
Did he?
Yeah, and I would answer
K-Talk
phones
or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh yeah, he did that too.
Is he at K-Talk?
Yeah.
Does he have any? Do you have any tapes of that? Does he have any tapes? I want to hear that.
Maybe.
I
bet he does.
I want to hear his radio show.
We should play some of it.
Yes.
See if you can find it, and because he would never do it. He would never do it.
No, he wouldn't.
I desperately want to hear his radio show.
Okay, I'll dig through the basement.
He's probably listening now, and he'll go hide them.
Sneak into his house.
Bill Frost listening right now.
That's true. Sneak into his house and get some of his tapes, his early work.
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
I want to hear this.
Yeah,
I desperately want to hear that. All right, thank you, Rebecca Frost.
All right, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Filling in for Gina today.
Traffic. You know what? It's getting close to starting to work for everybody, so it's really slowing down. However, there are still some crashes. Crash at eastbound I-80, milepost 133 in Immigration Canyon on the right shoulder. You know, a bunch of the same crashes I talked about earlier.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
We will take a break. We'll be back coming up with boner fights. Before that, a reasonable amount of news. Stand by for that.
You can get a free appraisal on your house right now from Rand Life, if you'd like. Up to $400 credit. If you're looking to do a refinance or pull some money out of your home, it can be used for remodeling or to pay off high-interest debt or to pay for Christmas or even a vacation. Appraised values are up everywhere. So recently, Rand Life, for instance, helped a client pay over $700 a month, save over $100 a month by paying off high-interest credit cards and consolidating all of that person's family's expenditures into one low fixed interest rate, not to mention saving them a lot on taxes because you can't write off credit card interest, but you can write off mortgage interest. So we put all of that stuff into one low mortgage interest. So if you have more than your share of debt right now, but you do own a home with some equity, give Rand Life Home Loans a call at 801-478-4500. Ask to speak to a debt consolidation specialist. If it looks like a good fit, they'll pay up to $400 to have your home appraised. That's 801-478-4500, Rand Life.
The holidays are a time of family,
It is the 23rd century. Humans have left the lowly confines of planet Earth and have sought their destiny among the stars. While many things have changed, one constant remains: the need for young men to venture forth and do the work of the Lord. This is the tale of two such men who at the age of 19 have answered the call of their general authorities and are embarking on a 2-year mission to spread the gospel throughout the galaxy. This is the story of Space Elders! In this episode, we find our elders rendezvousing with Zone Leader Hansen on some distant planet in the BFE sector. Hey, Butch, what you got there?
Oh, it's a care package from my folks. You know, my mom means well, but she just doesn't understand the physics involved in sending stuff from home.
Well, what you mean?
Well, the cookies she sent are fine. They're hard as a rock, just the way I remember them. It's the lime jello with shredded carrots in it that causes problems. You know, even in Tupperware, this stuff goes bad after a week in hyperspace. Missionaries who have eaten this stuff have been known to develop a form of space madness.
Wow! Oh, look, here comes Zone Leader Hansen right now.
I have discovered the most incredible object. It allows us to view any period in the history of any planet. We can research early church history. This discovery will allow me to get reassigned back to Earth and leave you two losers far behind.
Great. Glad to hear it. What's that have to do with us?
Since you weren't having much luck in the field, I figured that you wouldn't mind watching my discovery while I go back to Starbase 182 and file my report. Hey, are you eating while I'm talking to you? Give me that.
Sorry.
Say, green jello with carrot shavings. I haven't had this since I left home.
But sir, I think you ought to know that...
Quietly, Hi. He's eating.
Shut up, the both of you, right now. This jello tastes funny.
He's gone mad. He's got space madness. We better go after him.
Okay. Hey, what's that thing right there?
You mean that natural arch that seems to be showing the History Channel?
Yeah, that thing. What is it?
I believe that who is it would be a more appropriate question.
Is that you that said that, Butch?
No. It must have been the natural arch over there. Okay, I'll play. Who are you, and what have you done with Zone Leader Hansen?
I am the guardian of forever. Hansen has entered through me into your world's past.
Entered through you?
Well, I guess we can get back to tracking now, huh, Lehigh?
No, we most certainly can't.
Huh?
We need to get Zone Leader Hansen back and cure his jello-induced space madness.
Come on now, Lehigh. He was a little weird before my mom's jello. Are we sure he's sick?
Where in our world's history is Hansen now, Guardian?
He was asking questions about Mormon history, and about lime jello in particular. He entered as I was showing him the Relief Society meeting, where sisters first began to experiment with lime jello.
Well, if he disturbs that meeting, the timeline of church history could be permanently changed. Let's go, Butch. Whoa! Will Zone Leader Hansen change church history? Can Butch and Lehigh get him to go before he does? Will the Relief Society let Hansen anywhere near their test kitchen? Tune in next time to hear Relief Society President Mulestein say...
I'm at a loss, sisters. We've tried shredded beets, cauliflower, radishes, eggplant, zucchini, and rutabaga. Nothing seems to go with this new lime jello stuff.
Excuse me, sister. I think we can help.
I don't think we should go against the prime directive, Bush.
How did you get in here? One wrong move and you'll see the business end of my skillet. Just like the last kid who wandered in here and tried to tell us how to conduct our business.
Other kid? Oh, hey, it's Zone Leader Hansen. She's knocked him out cold.
Nice going, ma'am. Wish I'd have been here to see it. Tell you what, we'll get him out of your way and you can go back to doing what you were doing. Oh, yeah, and you might want to try shredded carrots.
I warned you about meddling.
She's got a skillet. Run for it. Run. On the next liposuctioning episode of Space Elders!
I've got a show. I'll be playing Flynn in Twilight.
Light.
Light.
L-I-T-E?
L-I-T-E. Yep. I'm the bully. You know.
Are you the wolf boy?
No,
You're not the
no,
wolf boy.
no. I wish. I pitched to be the guy who takes his shirt off at one point for no
you
reason.
love to take your shirt off.
I absolutely do.
Kind of like the Will Ferrell of this station.
Okay. But no, the show is I'm the only guy that looks like he could beat up another guy in all of theater in Utah. So
They're all pale, vegetarian.
yeah, and
you know.
thin. We had plenty of people who could play the vampire type, but not very many who could play the bully. So, I'll guilt you guys into that show another time.
I'm a shed vampire.
I'm the only one who goes to your plays anymore.
Oh, I went.
Oh, yeah, you did.
And Gina may come to this one because it's a Twilight spoof.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And we all know Gina loves Twilight.
The sparkly vampires.
We got this.
Are you going to sparkle?
I don't sparkle because I'm not a vampire.
He's a bully.
But is.
But
the
we do have a
vampire
sparkly
going to
vampire,
sparkle?
you
Okay.
bet. And a Bela Lugosi vampire too.
Undead.
So, like, there's this old-fashioned vampire.
Don't worry about
trying
it.
to figure out what the young vampires are.
What
I
is
don't
vampire
understand this.
You kids today.
I don't
Oh, with your
understand this.
sparkles and
And you're fast running.
What is this? You can go outside.
What? Yeah. What? Can you see yourself in the mirror? That's what I want.
Look, have some wine.
All right. Guess we just sort of wrote the play, didn't we?
Is that it?
Wrote and ended.
And performed.
There you go. Kids, there's something the matter with kids today. Kids.
Feel from Hell with Gary, Bill, and Gina on X96.
No pee breaks, people. No pee breaks.
What?
Yeah. What? Haster Games. Before we're going to talk to Gina here in a moment, but Haster Games just in time for the holidays. Best selection of all the latest board games and Magic products, and best of all, they will buy your pre-owned board games and Magic products as well. Gift shopping, they have all of it for you. If you have a gamer in your life, daily December deal specials happening each and every day in December. You're sure to find the perfect gift for the gamer in your life. You can check out the deals at hastergames.com, and I would recommend, honestly, a Haster gift certificate to the gamer in your life because they know what they need.
Yeah.
Don't try to presume. But maybe they've told you, go get me this for Christmas. Another cool thing that they've got on their website is, you can go down there and learn how to play the games because they'll crack one open and sit down with you and say, here's how you do it.
Uh-huh.
But they have installed a new Learn to Play video links on their website. So if you're a recluse, I suppose.
A shut-in.
You can just go to their website. If you just picked up a game and wanted an easier way to learn, maybe it'll give you some tips on a game that you already have. HasterGames.com. Remember, Haster has it. It's a great place to stay and play. That's why they have long hours. They're open at 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Monday through Saturday, noon to 5 on Sunday. They are at 6831 South State. I would suggest going down there, but if you want to learn how to play online, HasterGames.com.
All right.
Let's see. Who's this? X96, who's this?
Gina Barberi.
Uh-oh.
My name.
Who?
Today I've been a Radio from Hell listener and viewer.
Yeah.
And viewer.
Uh-huh.
I've been watching the live feed x96.com/live this morning, and this Frost kid you've got in there,
Yeah.
she's got me worried.
Uh-oh.
Why's that?
Because she's doing a good job. I like it when you have sucky people there filling in for me. But
I'm coming to take your gerb, Gina.
I'm not clear who this is on the other on
This
the
is
line.
this is Gina. Do you know
Gina who?
The girl that sits right there?
Not me.
I'm not.
The one that is not you?
You seem to be fine to me. I don't know who this other person is.
Women.
See, this is what I'm worried about.
I know that there's a girl that sits over there, and you're a girl, and you're a girl, so it's you're fine.
any girl will do.
All we need is a girl over
any
there.
girl will not do it. But no, Rebecca's doing a great job, and thank you for coming in and helping out today.
Her voice is a lot higher.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So the big question that we've all had is, because all we've gotten is mysterious texts from you. We just know that you are apparently trapped in your bathroom and no one will let you out.
So it's been a long time since I've thrown up.
Like in your life?
Yeah, like I bet it's been years since I've had the kind of sick where you throw up. That sucks.
Yeah, I could make you throw up right now. Think about, how about a nice piece of salt pork?
No,
how about a handful of Spanish peanuts?
Don't. But you know what's? Do you know what the worst is though?
Yeah.
When you're having it out both ends.
Sure. You put
my.
So you put a bucket in front of the toilet and then you just go to town.
Yeah, because you're like, which one do I want to clean up off the floor? Because I can't.
No, you get a bucket. You get a bucket and you set it. It's kind of efficient, really. You just kind of clean everything up at once.
Or you could just lie in the tub and take care of all of it.
Well, you don't want because you don't want to lie in it. So,
and it's a great way to lose weight.
Is it now?
Too. Yeah, because I haven't eaten any. Joe made me some chicken noodle soup last night. I'm like, yeah, that's not staying anywhere. So I don't know what it is that I have. I'm assuming it's just
you've got the bird flu.
Virus.
You got the bird flu.
Probably.
We were speculating that maybe you got some of that recalled hamburger.
Yeah, it's probably.
You know what I wondered about? I did wonder because I looked up salmonella.
Because you definitely didn't eat a salad.
No,
it wasn't
from romaine lettuce.
No.
But all of the symptoms, I have those same symptoms.
Yeah.
So it could be that. I've been known to eat a burger or two in my day.
One or two.
Yeah,
but it's not. Nobody else in the family has it, so I can't blame my dirty children for that.
Well, they could have just passed it on to you without having it themselves.
Nicole says that she had this a few weeks ago, and it seems to be going around.
That I heard that from a couple of people, so it went around to me.
You have a very weak constitution. You'll recall I was sick and almost got that sick week before last. Did I take a day off? Did I?
No, I
no.
told you to, and you didn't.
We told you to.
I think I didn't take a day off. I got really sick and went home and was sick all day, but I felt well enough to come back to work the next day. But I think I had what you have. It just didn't knock me down like it knocked you down because I'm tougher than you are, Gina.
That's true.
Yeah.
I'm a wuss. And you didn't throw up, though.
I nearly did. I felt like I was going to, but I didn't.
But I feel bad because anytime my kids throw up and you give them the pep talk, you're like, oh, you'll feel so much better after you do, you're talking them through it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is crummy right now, but you're going to feel better after you do it. Well, when you do it, no, it sucks.
Yeah, crummy is underselling it.
Yeah, no, I mean, I desperately wanted to all that day. I really wanted, and I couldn't.
The chat room has entered all of your symptoms into WebMD.
Oh, I know what it is.
She's dying.
And she has cancer.
Yeah.
So there you
go.
It's always cancer.
Okay. Well, Rebecca, I guess you're there permanently. I'm guessing not coming back then.
Gina.
Well, we'll just call her Rebecca Gina Frost.
Perfect.
So just to make sure. Hey, Gina, you want to tell us about your bra?
Sure. My third love bra, thirdlove.com/Gina. You know what's not bothering me when I'm sick is the comfort of my bra.
Yeah.
Usually when you're sick, you don't wear a bra. I'm just leaving mine on all day.
I understand Third Love has more sizes than any other brand.
70 sizes from A to H, and I believe band size. I'm doing this without the copy in front of me, by the way. Band
I have
size
it right
is up
here.
to 48.
That's right.
48.
Quality in every stitch?
Yeah, you should take the Fit Finder quiz. You do that by going to thirdlove.com/Gina. That's how you get your 15% off your first purchase. And you take the quiz, and you're going to find the bra that fits you perfectly.
Yeah, it's thirdlove.com/Gina. Third Love knows there's a perfect bra for everyone. So right now they're offering that. Your listeners, Gina.
My listeners.
15% off, right?
Yeah, when you go to thirdlove.com/Gina, Gina, you'll just see there's a bar at the bottom that will say your discount will be applied at checkout. So you don't have to put any other promo code in or anything. It'll just automatically do it.
All right. Get better.
Gina, my wife has entered your symptoms into, it's called Witch MD, which is
Yes.
for witch doctors, for voodoo, apparently. And
Yes.
according to that, your uterus has grown back and you're pregnant.
Oh, wow.
What
Look
kind
at that.
of
That's
kind of
amazing.
crystals do you use for that?
It's a website. Do you think you'll be back tomorrow?
Yes, I will be back tomorrow.
All right.
One way or the other. I'm sorry. I
Get
do
in a day of
apologize.
work. Get in a day of work to kick off the weekend.
There you go.
That's true. And Rebecca, thank you. Seriously, you've been doing a good job.
Oh, thank you for having
Well,
me.
she's and she knows. Rebecca knows that you'll have a pay envelope for her. Right, Gina.
Oh, wait, look at I'm going to go throw up. Bye.
Okay.
We'll be back after these with boner fights and a reasonable amount of news. Stand by.
Hi, I'm Todd Newcomb. I was born in Utah.
Be a part of the Radio from Hell show on X96. Call 877-602-9696 or text us at 33986. Message and data rates apply.
And speaking of Christmas, yesterday went not really shopping because I didn't have anything in mind. I was hoping to get inspired for some gifts to give.
So you were out, you mean actually out?
So I was out shopping.
Not online.
Not online. No, I try to do as much local shopping as possible. So I was at, I won't say which, a mall. Okay?
Okay.
And in the time that I walked in, and because the malls, they have their own music that they play over the speakers while you shop. But each store also has their own. I heard in a period of 20 minutes, 3 times, Holly Jolly Christmas.
It's a holly jolly
It's
Christmas.
a holly jolly.
It's a holly yeah.
It's the greatest time of year.
Burl Ives.
Burl Ives.
3 times in 20 minutes. Holly Jolly Christmas. Which I said to Sue. I said, that just happened. And she goes, I am so glad that I don't live inside your head.
It's enough.
Because I don't notice any of that stuff. I never notice those things. And I talk to people all the time because I talk about music in the grocery stores and how I stopped shopping at a grocery store because their music was so bad. Like, I never noticed that, they say. And I'm like, I wish I had the ability to turn it off.
I notice it too, though, a lot of times. I don't know. I can't put it aside sometimes.
I wish I could turn it off.
Sometimes it just depends. If I hear "It's a holly jolly," I will notice it. That's a distinctive song, and
and in case you didn't hear, oh by golly, have a holly jolly Christmas this year.
Oh by golly, have a holly Christmas. Yeah.
All right, we got Boner Fight coming up here in about 6 minutes to determine who is Boner of the Day. So before that, a reasonable amount of news brought to you by...
Get unlimited 1.5% cash back plus a $100 bonus with the Power Cash Back credit card from Security Service Federal Credit Union. Restrictions apply. Get your details at ssfcu.org.
It's a holly jolly... Oh, sorry. Well, what is what is your state's favorite Christmas toy?
The state's favorite Christmas toy?
Yeah, there's so for the holidays, everybody's looking forward. So there's a survey that's been done, and state by state, what is the favorite Christmas toy of each state of the union? They've been able to determine that. For instance, Montana. The most popular toy in the state of Montana is the hula hoop.
What?
Oh.
When
was this survey taken?
Because there's 3 people living in Montana.
Was it in the 60s?
No, let's see. The survey was taken...
for kids.
It says, people say that the most popular toy in the United States turns out most kids are wild about Power Wheels. There it is.
Nerf guns.
Nerf guns.
Arizona's really into Fortnite action figures.
Yeah, Fortnite action figures, Power Wheels in a lot of states, Nerf guns, Fortnite action figures, hula hoops in several states, apparently.
How?
I don't know. And here in Utah, Legos and Minecraft. Or is it Lego Minecraft?
I think it's Lego Minecraft.
There is Lego Minecraft, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. Yeah. Barbie Dream House up there in Ohio. So
toys. So they didn't do Furbies in Alaska. That's odd.
Oh, they're behind like 10 years.
Says the hula hoop. Since 1958, kids have loved hula hoops, and apparently some things never change. Here are some states full of kids who just enjoy hula hoops.
For kids.
California, Colorado, Florida, Maine, Mississippi, and Montana.
But who wanted ball in a cup?
Nobody wanted
ball in a cup.
But it's ball in a cup.
Nobody wanted it. Your dad sent this the other day. Favorite holiday movies of states. Let me pull that up.
This is one time that Utah makes an excellent choice.
So your state's favorite holiday movies. Montana, Scrooged.
Oh, I like that one, though.
Yeah. Krampus in, what is that? That's one of the Dakotas, isn't it?
They like Krampus?
The new
North Dakotas.
Krampus movie?
Oh,
I don't know. I guess, yeah.
That's a horror movie.
Montana, Just Friends.
What's that one?
No, that's Wyoming. Just Friends.
I don't know.
That's not a holiday holiday movie. There was that period of time where there was no strings attached and just, or no, that was Friends with Benefits. What is Just Friends?
I don't know what Just
Oh
Friends.
wait, no, that's it.
Google.
Yeah,
Just
Google.
Friends. Make sure.
Yeah,
It
make
is.
sure.
It's a romantic comedy. I want to say starring Anna Faris.
I think you're
Yeah,
right.
that sounds right. Is it a Christmas movie?
Oregon. Christmas Evil.
Oh, some twisted people in Oregon.
Oh yeah, Just Friends stars Ryan Reynolds and Amy Smart. High school student Chris loves his best friend Jamie. He finally confesses his feelings, but she tells him that she just wants to be friends. And then they reconnect 10 years later.
Does
and
it happen at Christmas?
Yeah.
It must happen at Christmas.
I've seen this parts of it's like it was on or something, and I saw it.
So let's see. Right below Utah is Arizona, right? That's the Polar Express. Then next to Arizona is New Mexico. Arthur's Christmas. I think
Really?
it's that little aardvark guy,
Yeah,
right?
that cartoon.
Yeah. In Colorado, Eyes Wide Shut.
No. And that's not a Christmas movie.
And no
Yes,
one
it
said
is.
Die Hard, huh?
It is a Christmas. I mean, it happens at Christmas. There are Christmas trees in every shot, practically.
Oh, Arthur Christmas is about
You see that little cartoon aardvark?
no, it's not the aardvark.
No?
It's Santa's youngest son Arthur has to save Christmas.
Santa doesn't have kids.
Arthur.
When did that happen?
It's
I
his
know that. I've
youngest.
seen this. Yeah.
And James McAvoy's the voice of it.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Whatever.
Utah, it's the Nightmare Before Christmas. Utah, Nevada, California.
Of course it is.
The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Mhm.
A lot of states, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
I like that one. The uncut version, the theatrical.
Yeah.
Don't waste your time with that cut up TBS version of any of those movies.
Now, my favorite Christmas movie. Jolly Christmas.
Again, it's stuck in my head.
Do we have Burl Ives doing that song about the great old comic Cahotek?
No.
Love that. How about Funny Little Clown?
No.
Those are some deep cuts.
Christmas in Connecticut, A Christmas Carol.
Which version, though, of A Christmas Carol?
I like the Alistair Sim one because it
You
was
there, boy!
Yeah, it was the first one I ever saw. But there, I like that one.
Oh, what a delightful boy.
Yeah, that one. The Lemon Drop Kid.
Is that a Christmas movie?
Yeah, it is.
I think we're getting
Bob
pretty.
Hope, I think.
We're getting pretty far-ranging with what we call a Christmas movie.
The Lemon Drop Kid.
Yeah.
Bob Hope Caper.
Yep.
1951.
Yep. I know it happens around Christmas, all of that stuff.
Mm.
Meet Me in St. Louis is whatever state that is. I think that's Missouri. So there you go.
Next thing you're going to tell me Castaway is a Christmas movie.
Who did they poll?
This is, I don't know, your dad sent this. It could have been anybody.
He just called strangers.
Yeah.
My dad made it. He just typed it up. He thought of every holiday movie he could think of.
I'm going to throw a few curves in here.
The top three, though, were Elf, Scrooged, and National Lampoon's Holiday Vacation. Just,
I've only seen Elf once.
Yeah, I've
It's
seen
fun.
it once. It's all right.
Yeah.
It's okay.
It's fun.
Isn't Peter Dinklage in it? Seems
Yes.
to me I like the Peter Dinklage scene.
Is he in it?
Yeah,
he's,
he's
a
like a mad book
famous
publisher.
writer, isn't he?
The publisher.
Right. I thought he wrote kids' books, or
Oh, maybe.
I think he's an author of
He's
Christmas
an
books.
angry little man.
He's an angry guy,
All right.
Yep.
and he's funny.
All right.
It's Boner Fight. With Radio from Hell on X96.
All right, it's time for the winner of round one to go up against the winner of round two. Go get 'em. These are two really opposite boner candidates in a lot of ways. The winner of round one, clawing its way up through the mists of time, is, well, that's the last time I go to Dr. Ignorant. A breastfeeding mom told by a dentist, a female dentist, as it were, even. She was breastfeeding in the office while she was waiting for her older child to come out of the dentist's office. She was told by a female dentist, cover up. This is embarrassing. And the mother said, well, that's the last time I go to what I'm calling Dr. Ignorant now. Going up against the winner from round two, this is a woman. She's got into a dispute with a man she lived with. She started beating on him. Now, she was naked, and she started beating on him with chains and belts, and Then she got kind of tired of doing that, so she demanded oral and sat down on his face. The title of that was, I was tired and I thought I heard him offer me a place to sit down.
All right.
That's number 2.
You've got to decide which one of these two is the worst, and therefore, deservedly so, boner of the day. 1 or 2. Remember your candidate number, the one you think should win. Put that in the message of a text, and text that to 33986. Or you can call. Cynthia's taking votes in the producer's booth, 877-602-9696. Or you can go to x96.com and look for the box that says Boner Fight December 6 and vote there. You've got less than 300 seconds to do it, though. This is Boner of the Day.
Start your workday at 10 a.m. with a 1-hour non-stop music wingding on X96. Gina Barberi sends out tweets. No, really, she does. We promise. Follow her on Twitter at RFHGina and find out for yourself. Radio from Hell on X96.
All right, 9:35, time to award the boner of the day.
Which is brought to you in part by the Hanukkah. The latkes, the lentil soup, all of the stuff that I had at Hanukkah celebration last night.
And
the Boostique. Boostique has holiday party wine and cocktail essentials. Get a book for inspiration, bitters, cherries, cocktail shakers, glassware, and more. Radio from Hell listeners get 15% off.
And you help our dear friend Ivy when you go to Boostique.
Yes.
So we had boner candidate number 1 from the 7 o'clock hour. Well, that's the last time I go to Dr. Ignorant. It was the breastfeeding mother who was shamed by a dentist who told her, "You better cover up, ma'am. You're embarrassing me." And she said, "Well, you are Dr. Ignorant, and I am never coming back." And then I went up against number 2, the woman who... It's the naked defendant who beat up a guy and then sat on his face and demanded stuff from him. It was called, "I was tired and I thought I heard him offer me a place to sit down." Let's see. The winner, by, again, a big majority of votes, number 2.
Really?
"I was tired and I thought I heard him offer me a place to sit down."
I thought one would win.
Me too.
People like the yucky.
I think it was the mugshot that did it. Anyway, that's your boner of the day for December 6th, 2018. It is now qualified to be boner of the week. That will be decided tomorrow by Dave the Flower Guy at about this time.
And now we do turn to a holiday part of our show,
yes,
which has become a tradition with us, the Road to the Road Home and the Rocky Mountain Chevy dealers. And here is Alicia from the Road Home and Brian Webster, right?
You got it.
Can't read my own writing. He is the president of Rocky Mountain Chevy dealers. Is that like a yearly? They change the president every year of the Rocky
Every
Mountain?
2 years.
Every 2 years. So Brian is with Rocky Mountain Chevy dealers, and we've done this with Rocky Mountain Chevy dealers now for, I don't know,
6 years.
Is it 6?
6 years.
6 years, which is absolutely great. I'm so happy that you guys signed up with us to do that, to collect stuff for the road home. And
let me say on behalf of our listeners, they thank you for this service, because before that, when we were doing stuff just at the homeless shelter, they would have to try to drive downtown to make their donations. But now there's a Rocky Mountain Chevy dealer near just about everybody.
Yeah,
So,
13 dealers across the Wasatch Front, and
Yeah.
you can drop off at any one of them.
Mhm. Yeah, well, I mean, we actually, when we're talking about this, we have listeners in Morgan County. And there are a few listeners up in Morgan, and they go, "Oh, I don't want to drive all the..." They can just take stuff into it's a Young dealership now, Young Chevy.
I believe so, yeah.
And so, but any Rocky Mountain Chevy dealer, right?
Any Rocky Mountain Chevy dealer, feel free to drop in. They'll have a vehicle marked for the road home, and make your donations right there.
Just throw it in the back of the truck.
Yesterday at Young Chevy in Layton, it was a
Colorado.
a crew cab, and we filled that thing, the whole bed. Then the whole cab was full of stuff, and then we had to start stacking stuff on the floor.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, blankets
Amazing.
and everything. And Alicia, there's a big need, isn't there, at the road home?
There is. Right now, nightly, we're serving approximately 1,100 people between our Salt Lake Community Shelter, Midvale Family Center, and our additional overflow shelter, and including 175 kids. And we really just expect that number to creep up and grow. Last year, we hit a high of about 1,400 people in shelter. And so we're just so grateful for the amazing community partners, for you guys and for Rocky Mountain Chevy dealers helping us get the word out, because these donations go to help people in shelter tonight.
And there, people say, "Oh, I thought the road home aren't they closing that?" And it's not.
The road home is not a location.
Yeah.
It's an organization. And they're going to close that building.
It's
on point here.
Probably in the summertime.
Yeah, they'll close this building, but we're going to continue to help people experiencing homelessness. We're going to continue running our Midvale Family Center. We just got awarded to operate the new men's resource center, which is amazing. But I think even as important is all of the housing programs. So we're going to continue to operate our permanent supportive housing programs such as Palmer Court, and try to innovate new housing programs to help people move out of homelessness.
And we hope Rocky Mountain Chevy dealers will always be along for the ride, if you will, with
Yes.
that. So any Rocky Mountain Chevy dealer, if you just stop by with blankets or coats or
socks
or
diapers. There were a lot of diapers yesterday.
Where's there?
Yeah. And people brought money by too. Now I don't know if you take money by a Rocky Mountain Chevy dealer. Are you guys equipped to kind of handle that and funnel it in?
100%. So
Okay.
if you felt the need to make a cash donation, of course, happy to get that and then move that along.
Or you can just go to x96.com there's a link to make the cash donations there, or to find the Rocky Mountain Chevy dealer near you as well.
Yeah, we have linked all your dealerships listed on our website
All
as
set
well.
up.
So it's a really terrific thing. And look at a Corvette while you're there.
Yeah.
I was saying this yesterday. I'm not a sports car guy, but there's something about those Corvettes.
They're pretty neat.
They look
huh?
like spaceships.
Yes.
I think there were 6 of them on the showroom floor at Young, and I was just going, I can't imagine. I don't think I've ever driven one. I said I could probably test drive one, but I don't think they let you do it without a salesman going along. You probably have to go with someone. But so Rocky Mountain Chevy dealers and the Road Home. On any given night, the Road Home serves people, and it's very cold. People are, and you see people on the street, and you think about it. It doesn't matter why they're there. Everybody deserves a blanket. They deserve a place to be warm. And maybe they don't want to go into shelter. Maybe they just want to be on the street. Well, they deserve a blanket to stay on the street and be warm.
Socks, coat.
Yep.
I guess, so.
Yeah.
Thanks for doing it, you guys. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Now, again, any Rocky Mountain Chevy dealer at your convenience. But if you want to come and see us, Wednesday morning next week, we will be at Ken Garf Chevy in American Fork. So, Utah County, it's time to represent.
6 a.m. to 10 a.m. we'll be there, and we'll fill up 2 trucks. Let's say we'll fill up 2 trucks.
You hear that, Utah County?
Yes.
We can do it.
Yeah, absolutely. And then on the 20th, we'll caravan everything down.
Yes.
Yeah. So we'll look forward to seeing you there that time too, Brian.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
That's when we do the mediathon from the Road Home at 20th and on the 20th and 21st. We'll see you both there.
All right.
I can't wait.
All right.
Thanks a lot, you guys.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. We're going to take a break real quick. Got to tell you about Quip, my electric toothbrush that I just used this morning. And it's
I used mine this morning.
You got one?
I have one.
They're wonderful.
Yeah.
Sensitive sonic vibrations, gentle enough on your sensitive gums. And the best part is, and this is why I'm recommending it as, well, I mean, it's a good Christmas gift for anybody, but it's a good gift for kids. Because kids, they need to be reminded that they need to brush the full 2 minutes, and they need to be reminded to brush evenly. And so the pulses, when they pause and they go for 2 minutes straight, they teach you, well, not just kids, but dumb adults. It's time to change the side to get all an even clean in your mouth. They also make holiday travels clean and easy because it's so compact and sleek. It's a great idea for a gift, I think. One of the many reasons that I love Quip. They have over 5,000 verified 5-star reviews. Quip looks like a big-ticket tech gift with a stocking stuffer price, starting at just $25. And if you go to getquip.com/x96 right now, you get your first refill pack for free with a Quip electric toothbrush. But you don't have to tell your giftee that. That's your first refill pack for free. Do that /X96 so that you get the deal and we get the credit at getquip.com/X96.
Radio from Hell has a new podcast.
It's the Radio from Hell Best of podcast.
Bill Allred and Gina Barberi on X96.
Give the gift of an appliance.
An appliance.
Yeah.
That's what all good women want, right?
That's right.
I like an appliance. I don't think you have to make this a sexist thing, Rebecca.
Oh.
I don't know, honey.
I'm just doing what society told me to do.
I got that vacuum cleaner for you, honey.
Oh.
I don't understand.
I'd like a new vacuum. As a matter of fact, I got a new vacuum recently.
Did you?
We got one of those Dyson portable. They call them portable stick things. You know, that you mount on the wall. I
don't know what this is.
It's a.
I can't even picture it.
It's really cool. It's a portable vacuum. It's a
like all vacuums,
but it's stuck on your wall.
Well, it's a handheld. It's got a long thing, but you can take the thing off and use it as a. It's really cool. I'm not doing a really good job of. Not doing a real good job of.
Use your hands more, maybe.
Hand gestures don't work.
People at home can't see
don't work
you.
great on the radio, do they? It's a Dyson. What do they call it?
Oh, the guy in the chat room has got it here.
So somebody knows what I mean.
Well, he's found it. He went online and found it. The Dyson handheld.
Yeah. You found it, Grandpa. Don't worry.
It's just essentially a handheld. It's
It's got a stick and it's
like a fancy dirt devil.
Yeah. It's a.
Like a vacuum.
Like a vacuum.
No, it's not just a vacuum. It's a lighter weight, go anywhere.
Glad they don't ask us to advertise.
Up to date.
Makes ice cream.
No, but you can use it to mix drinks.
You can wear it as a hat. You can wear it as a brooch. You can wear it as a scarf.
Listen, girly girl. You're the one who does the sexist. Well, I need an appliance because I'm a woman. I happen to like appliances. I'm not dividing things into man and woman like you do. I'm pansexual.
What?
Pan-appliance.
When it comes to appliances.
Oh, okay.
Oh boy.
When it comes to appliances, I'm pansexual. I have a Dyson.
Okay.
That proves it right there.
Okay.
No more evidence needed.
Yeah.
Case dismissed.
If you have a Dyson, that means you're pansexual when it comes to appliances.
Richie wants you to wrap it up.
Well, tell Richie he can wrap it up. I got something he can wrap up right here.
Wow.
And there's a hand gesture he can use.
That's
also portable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like
and you can hang it on the wall.
And it sucks.
Yeah. No, it's really cool, though, the Dyson.
See, and we got one of those dirt devils, and it's never worked properly.
I know. I had one. Didn't work right.
Yeah.
Dyson, it's beautiful.
I got a shark. I like it.
The Shack?
A Shack. It's got one of those HEPA filters in it.
You need a HEPA filter.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're cleaning up ashes.
What sort of ashes?
They use HEPA filters at Disneyland to clean up the ashes.
Clean up the ashes that are spread about the park for people.
So you're getting a job at Disneyland?
No, we talked about it on my show, Geek Show Podcast.
It was called a HEPA alert, is what they call it. Yeah, the Dirt Devil car. It's the what, cradle, the charging cradle.
Yeah.
You put it
dock.
Sure.
The dock. Thank you.
Use your hands more, and I'll get what you're talking about.
It never connected right.
Oh,
never
yeah.
docked right.
It never docked right.
Yeah.
And when it comes to docking,
oh boy,
proper fit is it's very important.
Yeah. No, the Dyson, perfect, beautiful. It's a space age modern design.
The future's now.
Well, now Jimmy Martin, whose wife runs a cleaning company, says that she does not recommend the Dyson.
Why is that?
She does not say.
Well, then listen.
She uses
listen,
Auric.
Listen, madam.
Well, you're talking to Jimmy now.
Well, yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
mean. Listen, madam.
So what's
come forth with your proof?
Yeah, what's the vacuum that is better than a Dyson?
Kat uses Oryx.
Oryx?
Mm-hmm.
That's a Utah invention, you know.
Oh, is it?
Oryx?
I believe so. Yeah, Auric was developed here in Utah many years ago. I know stuff.
Cool.
Oh,
I may have been around for a while, but I have knowledge.
Says the Dyson is too heavy.
Is that true?
Not the one that I have.
No, the Dyson, the portable one I have, the new one, is not heavy. Now the bigger ones maybe, I don't know, but I don't have a big one.
Carpet Guy says that
when it comes to vacuums, I mean.
Good clarification.
Carpet Guy says that Dyson ruins the carpets because there's too much suction.
Well,
They suck too much.
This one does suck a lot.
So you can suck too much.
But this one is just
Noted.
a portable. I don't use it for. I don't have. I have very few. I have very little rug in my house. It's mostly hardwood. So.
We have 2 or 3 different vacuums.
Whoa.
As far as
Rockefeller.
One of them, I don't know.
Well, when you're successful,
you
can
You
be
just
a 3.
have like 5
when
vacuums.
you are successful, you can be a 3 vacuum family.
Exactly, and don't have kids. That's my tip to you.
Don't have kids. Have vacuums instead.
Oh, Sue says we're not a Dyson family anymore. We're a Shark family.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
I know you used to be a Dyson family. You talked about your Dyson at one time.
I liked the
With
Dyson.
pride, you talked about
There was one that was specifically built for pet hair.
Mm-hmm.
And we had that one for a while.
That's the Shark I have, built for pet hair.
See, I'm also a Roomba family. I like the robot vacuum.
I have a knockoff Roomba.
Does it work?
Not well on carpet.
Just on like flat floor?
But I also have an Australian Shepherd, so his hair is just
It's everywhere.
everywhere.
I have cat hair, 2 cats, cat hair, and the Roomba works pretty well keeping the cat hair in check.
When we just had the cat, the Roomba worked pretty well, but now we have the cat and the dog, and
We need a Roomba for this Roomba. For this, studio.
I'm thinking about getting a new Roomba.
Okay, donate your old.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about getting a new, like, fancier. They have now a bit like a remote control Roomba that I could set it going on with my phone right now.
Jimmy Martin with a warning: Roomba is great until your dog craps on the floor.
That's happened at their house a couple
it's,
times.
It's happened in my house. It's rolled through the cat vomit.
Spreads
Yeah,
it.
yeah, that's not pleasant. But I like that. Maybe I'll get a new Roomba. For an old guy, I really like the modern technology.
Oh, you figured it out?
Yeah, I've done well with that.
Oh.
I'm kind of I figure it out. I get a young person to help me.
A youth? You have a youth to help you?
I find a young person like you to help me out with stuff.
Oh, we'll get you taken care of.
Mm-hmm. Thanks, honey.
You're welcome.
I really appreciate it.
Rebecca, I guess you're in the promo.
You bet.
All right, you ready?
Yes.
Go.
Let me put on my specs.
On Friday's Radio from Hell show.
At 7 a.m., our friends from the Travel Brigade will be here to give tips on how you can give back when you travel.
Gina should be here too, so there's that.
That's Friday's Radio from Hell show on X96.
You start making the print bigger on these for me.
Here's a text. We are a 3 vacuum family, 1 for the dog hair and 1 for the wife hair and 1 for everything else. The wife hair?
And 1 for everything else? What?
Sorry to hear about your wife. I know.
It's like how you can do you can do a ponytail with the vacuum tube.
Let's get one of those Floby. Let's get a Floby.
Yeah.
Floby?
Yeah.
A Floby.
They still sell those?
Probably.
I don't know. Is Danny Kramer still alive?
I don't know.
Didn't he used to do the ads for those?
The Floby. You can hear the smile in his voice. He's Danny Kramer.
Lynn Lehman. That's who used to do them. Lynn Lehman.
Was it Lynn Lehman?
Yeah.
Oh. Let's get a Floby and cut Richie's hair.
Okay.
That's a stunty thing, but I think we could do it.
Let's do it.
All right. Thank you, Rebecca, for filling in today.
Thanks for having me.
Fine job. Live long and prosper, bitches.
Don't you know who I am?
All right. Corey O'Brien is next.
X96, 1 hour nonstop music.